Rich, numero uno. What's up, my guy? What's going on, man? I appreciate you for being in here. Just getting started. Rich, you always the first one in. I appreciate that, bro. That loyalty means a lot to me. Um, just let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, and we can get started. I had some stuff I wanted to talk about. Okay. Unique, what's up, girl? Thanks for y'all. Thanks to y'all. I said for y'all. Thanks to y'all for being in here. We're gonna wait for a few more people. What's going on out there? We're gonna chop it up. Hopefully for a nice while. To those of you who don't know, and I mean it must be quite a few of y'all. I did go live last week, and I felt somewhat socially obligated to bring this live because that live, let's just say it didn't do so well. It was a faceless live. So I expect my faceless lives to not do as well as these lives. But that one was just, I mean, it was crazy. So if you didn't get the memo, which obviously a lot of y'all didn't for that live, you didn't miss a whole lot. I said I am going to come back and give y'all exactly what I hit that like button while you in here. Hit the like button. We're gonna start chopping it up and get into the program. I got a lot of things I want to talk about. I have a lot to talk about. Um, it's been because it's been a lot going on. But the title is what I want to lead with. Y'all see that title? The title is pretty much somewhat of a compilation of things that I've talked about in videos earlier this week. Well, I guess I can say last week now. Um, one of them videos being that a lot of modern women prove to us that they don't understand men, or they act like they don't understand us when it comes to something very important, and that being relationships and getting together and things of that nature. Now, we got a few people in here. Hit that like button, y'all. Please hit the like button. I do not want to revert back to what happened the other night. So that's why I don't be meaning to delay anything, but when I notice when I get right into it, it don't do as well. I gotta let it build up. But at the same time, y'all know me. I'm not just gonna leave y'all in the dark just for a couple more viewers. I'm gonna get right to it within reason. So that's why I do that. That's why I sit back before I really hit the points because that's when people usually come in. So I try to get as many people in here as possible. That way I'm not um repeating myself over and over again. And I can get to y'all comments and get to what I think what y'all think the subject. Because when I say women don't understand men, they show us every day that they don't. Women show us that they don't understand us at all. Now, one of those reasons is the fact that a lot of women believe it's all about the aesthetic. Blaze, what's the deal, bro? I'm glad you in here. Um, a lot of these women believe it's all about the aesthetic, all about the body type, the skin complexion, the skin tone, the shape of the body, the eyes, the nose, the lips, the face, the mouth. This is what women go with when they feel as though we're choosing, right? And I'm gonna say this. To a certain extent, they right. Right, fellas? They right. We are masters of beauty. We like beauty. We do. I know I do. I ain't gonna sit here and act like I speak for all men, but I believe y'all with me when it comes to that. When we out here dating and casually picking, what's up, Anthony? I'm glad you're in here. Salute, bro. Picking who we want to entertain, I'm gonna say. We do go for the aesthetic all the time, and that's body size, that's body shape. Some of us like them a little more curvy. I know I'm one of those guys. I listen. I make no bones about it. So we go for the curves. We go for the looks. We go for the aesthetic, y'all. Y'all know me. I ain't trying to. It ain't rocket science. We know what we go for. But here's the thing. This is where women don't understand, and this is why so many women out here run amok, and they got cloudy brains because they think that's all we go for. That's it. All I gotta do is look good, smell good, carry myself in a good way, but not. See, here's the thing: carry themselves like they the end all be all. I should say, because they don't carry themselves in a good way. A lot of them don't. But carry myself like I am that good, and men is going to run. Men is going to flock. Men is going to be at my beck and call. I'm one day going to get married. One day that man in my dreams going, because look at me. I have a BBL. My lips poke out. My tits poke out. My ass definitely pokes out. I buy hundreds of dollars worth of cosmetic stuff to make my skin look good, to make this look enhanced, to make that. I wear shape shifting clothes, body shaped in tights. I'm doing all this for the opposite sex. And while I applaud their cunning, because I really do, here's the thing. We go for the visual when it comes to something casual, when it comes to something not all the way on the up and up if we being real. When it comes to dating, we don't pick wives and women that we plan on being with and women that we plan on moving in with and all these things just by looks. Now, do we go for looks? Yes, I just said that. But women believe that men value body over intellect, over morale, over what's in a person, what's a person's depth. We value looks over that. And it's not the case. It's not the case. And I think we all know that. It's just not. Now, I know y'all see him. How many times you guys see a objectively attractive woman single? I mean, single as fuck. Not, I'm just single for now. No, I'm talking about she spent countless amounts of years being single. Why is that? Well, answers that question. It really does. It answers the question. What's up, bro? Six grown kids. Yeah. I don't want to get sidetracked. I'm definitely going to get to y'all comments. It answers the question of why so many attractive single women out here. Because we don't only go for looks. Now, let me go to the flip side of that because I will go deep on why we don't just go for looks. And it goes without saying, especially for men. We know what we go for. But let me go to the looks part because the first thing a woman is going to say is, well, that's a lie. Because all I hear men talk about is banging bodies, banging this, banging that. And it is true. Let me say this. I don't say this stuff to deter women from looking good. I don't. Because it's very important. I think self-love is very important. And ain't none of us out here looking for no monsters. So it ain't the fact that, oh, you can be this and I'll love you forever. It's about up here though and what's in here. And I don't mean to sound like after school special, but y'all know damn well if I lined up 10 guys and asked them, would you take an unruly, nasty, belligerent, foul mouth having, whatever foul adjective you could come up with, 9 or 10 over a kind, caring, nurturing, um, down to earth, spiritual, if some of you guys go that way, 6 or 7. Most of y'all gonna say, I'm gonna take that 6 or 7 all day long. Now, this is very important because I do want to keep it a buck. When we're lusting, yes, we go after um not unruly women. We never go after them. But the what's in a woman don't matter as much. But we talking about marriage. We talking about um being with somebody exclusively. We talk about monogamous relationships where men find a woman endearing. The looks part is on the list, right? But it's not. It doesn't come before those moral things. It don't. And this is where a lot of women. This is why a lot of women are single. There's plenty of reasons why women are single, but that's one of the ones that people don't talk about as much. And that's another reason why I wanted to cast some light on it because women feel as though they can walk around, be mean girls, be sluts, be whores, be unruly, have foul mouths because they look good. Now, y'all know me. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite here. There are men that do it's very far and few, but it is men that do think on that landscape. But they not your average man. And what happens is a lot of women get on social media and they see women like that get praised and pedestalized. And to a certain extent, I do understand that. I do understand when women see that, they're like, oh, this is what's in. But you got to remember, you're on social media. So these guys are going to flaunt and somewhat pedestalize. Like I said, it's nonsensical. I would never do it. But it's more like entertainment purposes. She's eye candy, so I have to have her on my podcast. She's eye candy, so I gotta somewhat cape to her distasteful ways and have a Q&A with this nasty ass woman. Now, I wouldn't do it. I would never, unless it was for like educational purposes. Obviously, I'm cool with a healthy back and forth. If I ever got in that realm where I wanted to show a delusional woman on my platform, on this channel, I would do it to have a healthy back and forth. But it is men that go out they way to pedestalize these type women. But that don't mean they want to put a ring on it. These men is doing that just for the aesthetic, for the eye candy nature of it. Men ain't. Let's just put like y'all know me, because I gotta get to it. Men ain't wifing these type of women. They're not. Is they taking them out? Yes, they are. Is they doing certain things with them that I might not agree with on a certain landscape? Yes, but men is going to be men all the time. Men is just going to be men. But here's the thing: women have this idea if I look good that I'm going to get treated. That is wrong. That is wrong. What happens when you look good is you're going to get more invites to hotels and bars. That's it. That's it. Appreciate that. Who that? Unique. Thank you. Yeah, we gotta get into it. Like, we gotta be real on this topic, y'all. We gotta be real on it. I need my men to stop, like, I ain't gonna say caping, but be real about what this is. We put those type of women, I can't say we because I don't do it at all, but I'm my own entity. I'm way different from your average guy. I don't go for that nonsense. Most guys that don't go for it, they go for it because they see a cute face and a banging body. They go for it behind the scenes. I don't go for it at all. And I'm not making it seem like I'm righteous than more than the average guy. I just have a thing against that type of rhetoric. You feel me? I have a problem with the nonsense because I don't want to contribute to the bullshit that's going on out here. So that's why I'm so against it. Plus, I just never, I ain't gonna say I never dealt with an unruly woman. That would be a lie. Hell, I dealt with a lot of unruly women. I don't pedestalize it. I don't make it seem like it's a thing in my life, at least in my circle. And that's me. I get all men are different. But we got to keep it real, y'all. We got to keep it real. The women that is put on that platform, on that high regard of whatever, is usually the type of women, okay, they look a certain way. But is any of y'all wifing it? Just because these NBA players and these athletes wife crash out women and non-cisco women, these men are buying love. Most of them guys didn't even have girlfriends in high school. They became successful and then all of a sudden they want a dime. That happens a lot where men buy women. And I ain't gonna say all athletes are all entertainers. Because some of these guys dealing with average looking women, attractive but average on the landscape, and they've been with them since high school. Hell, LeBron James is a prime example of that. Like, no shade against his wife or whatever, but it's nothing special about LeBron's wife. She's attractive, and I respect LeBron for that. He stayed with his high school sweetheart, and they rocking out. You don't hear shit about him. And I'm not saying he's the template. There's a lot of um, entertainers and stuff that is doing it the same way. They just not on that level as LeBron. But what happens with these Kyrie Irvings and all these people that all of a sudden want to deal with mixed women, and I'm not, I'm not against interracial relationships and them, but we being real. All of a sudden, you only date mixed women or you only date light skinned women and all that. These guys buy love, though. We gotta keep it real. They put rings on these unruly behaving women that you usually end up divorcing their ass and take them to the cleaners because they didn't get girls in high school. They didn't. Like they must like there's no way. And it's like, all right, I got bank now. I'm dealing with this chick. Or I'm gonna deal with a chick 13 years my junior and all that all of a sudden. The Gucci mans of the world. And I'm not trying to single certain people out. I'm just going by what I said. I saw Gucci man, his girlfriend looked like she like 20 years younger. Same thing for Boosie. And I bang with Boosie. Everybody know I love Boosie. So this ain't shade. I'm just using it as examples where these guys are dealing with women because they know they dealing with them for their money. That is a thing. So I will say that is, but if we talk about your average everyday guys, guys ain't bifing no promiscuous, foul mouth, rag shit, whatever you want to call it, chaos driven woman just because he's going to sleep with her. He's going to take her out to dinner. He's going to he's going to do things with the woman. Like I will say that. But he's not saying, you know what, I love you. I want to be with you with your nasty ass self. Because your body is so banging, it deflects everything else, all the bad things that I know about you. I want you to have my last name. No, these men slut these women. They do. They don't take them serious. Women use that as like some type of, I don't know, saving grace. Because they're like, oh, this person with this one with that one. And it's like, yeah, they together or he with her right now. But this ain't no end all be all. Those women don't like women like that usually don't get white. Women like that usually don't get the benefit of having a guy really be there for him. They'd be like, all right, you know what? She gonna be for right now, and that's gonna be it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And we just gotta keep it a buck on that. We do. And that's what I mean by yeah, I want to burn my damn. That's what I mean by women don't understand. There's a lot of things that women don't understand about men. Hell, we get off of that subject for a second. The whole peace thing. Women don't understand peace. First of all, I kind of know why women don't understand peace though. It's crazy, but I do. And like, because when men talk about the whole peace thing, women like to laugh or women like to dumb it down like it ain't really a thing, and it really is. Men do value peace a whole lot. But here's the thing: The reason why women don't value peace is because they're the very opposite from peace. Even some good women. Women don't care about peace. Women care about peace in circumstance. You know when a woman care about peace? Women care about peace when they too dug it, like when things went too far, or damn, this shit is really corny. That's when they care about peace. For that one inkling of a second, that's when they be like, man, I'm on some chill shit. Like I don't want no trouble or whatever the case may be, how mild or how great the situation is. Women want peace when shit went too far. They don't really want peace. And I ain't gonna lie, all men don't want peace either. Cause I know some crazy ass niggas. Some niggas that is always on bullshit. But I'm talking about your average guy is very peaceful. Cause he know life is hard and shit could go left. Women don't care about shit going left because their culture, they cultivate it in a way to be protected. Women don't really, and I ain't even talk about like peace to its highest degree, like life and death. I'm just talking about peace in the whole. Women are opposite from peace. I know good women that are opposite from peace. That is a thing. And this is why they laugh, fellas, at men talking about peace because they don't understand what peace is. Because they're not peaceful people. They're not. At this point, it's some that's more peaceful than others. But your average woman don't have peace. They always looking for a time. They call it a time. They always looking for something of distasteful light to happen. They don't want shit to be status quo. This is why women get bored easily. This is why. This is why women call guys that work boring. This is why women call guys that don't do gnarly shit boring. This is why they get bored easily because they're not peaceful. They always looking for a thing. And I'm not saying that to like downgrade women. I'm just saying biologically it's in them. And a lot of guys are seeing this is another reason why a lot of women are single because guys are seeing what women really are. A lot of guys are seeing women for what they are, y'all. They like, man, these bitches ain't peaceful. They not this. They act the way for a minute, but then it's like you if you ain't taking them nowhere, you boring. If you're not talking a certain way, you boring. If you're not doing planning something, you're not putting in no effort. It's weird with women. When men are very easy, guys for the most part is easy. We don't care about a lot of theatrical. We don't. All we want is the basics. A meal every now and then, some yams, and I guess companionship, whatever. Your average guy. But there's some guys that's kind of hard to deal with, but your average guy don't care about, what color we wearing and all that dumb shit. Women care about nonsense. Like, oh, the color, the theme, and what's the theme of the thing. And I get it. Women are born this way. I'm not knocking them. But women care about the theme. What's the theme going to be? And if we go, we got to be this. And y'all know I'm over here over analyzing it, but y'all know what I'm getting at. Women care about small bullshit that don't mean nothing. And like I said, I'm really not coming at women on this because I think they are born with that. I'm just keeping it a buck to why women don't understand men because they are so opposite from us. It ain't even funny. It ain't. Like, it is just not. And so the reason why a lot of them are single as fuck because they don't understand men. Because peace isn't a thing for them unless they 55 years old and then already been a whore for 30 years. That's another time when some women want peace. When they well into their 50s, now all they want to do is sit back, chill, and cater to a guy or serve a guy or be somewhat submissive or somewhat whatever. When they like in the twilight of their not years, because 55 is not the graveyard, but like in the twilight of their dating lives. The 55 is definitely the twilight. Really, the twilight for somebody dating, women especially, is like 40. Like once you pass like 40 for a woman, the end is near. You should be either married or with somebody for at least 10 years by that time. For real, for real. Like, if we being real. But these women think they, when you're 47, I'm in my prime and stuff. And that's false too. And don't get me wrong, 47 ain't no man's prime either. But it's more closer to a man being in his prime than a woman. It's just biology. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. They don't like hearing that though. They don't like hearing that they best years close quicker than us. They think we be throwing shade. But if you actually read a book, they'll know that men's prime is lasts longer than women's for whatever reason. I ain't make the rules. But we know these things. This is science and shit that they'll never understand. Like, no, I could be in my prime. I heard one woman, y'all, and I'm gonna get to y'all comments. She said a woman's prime is from 28 to 42. First of all, that's a long ass prime. Like, I said, wait a minute. You way off. She's like, yeah, that's your prime. I, it was nonsense. I was like, first of all, that's like a 14-year prime. Like that's already long. And then you got the years wrong. 28 to 42. I can see what she said 21 to 28. That's reasonable. I'm like, she tripping. And was dead serious. And this was obviously she was an older woman. She was like 42. She was like 42. She was on something saying that. I was like, wow. But it is what it is. I'm gonna get to y'all comments. I want to see. But I think it's real rap. Like we gotta be real about it, about what's going on here. You know, women do believe that they can just show up. They can just show up with a fat ass. Hit the like button, y'all. There's a few of y'all in here. It don't cost nothing. I swear it'll be free. I swear your debit card won't have no type of charge on it for hitting the like button. It won't. It won't have no type of charge. I want to get to y'all comments though. Where we at with it? How y'all doing? First of all, I know we got more people in here now. Uh, yeah, they just don't understand that it ain't all about looks. Now, I will say this before I get in y'all comments. My bad. I'm on a different level with that. I admit to that, y'all. Your average guy don't think like me when it comes to looks. So I might be. I ain't gonna say I'm a bad example or a bad representation of it. But I'm so overlooked, it ain't even funny now. Don't get it fucked up. Your boy ain't messing with no monsters at all. And I say that loosely. I'm just being real. I'm just saying I'm so against, oh, she a dime, so she can be a bitch. I'm so opposite of that from your average guy feel like that, but he not as defiant with it like me. I'ma say your average guy just like, yeah, I don't like that nasty stuff either, but she got an ass. There's always a but. With me, I don't care about her ass. I don't care how many tattoos she got. I don't care if she's know how to do a cartwheel with a split and a twist. That shit don't mean shit to me. Even if I'm not looking for no wife or nothing, I'm just saying just in general. So I'm definitely on the other end of the spectrum when it comes to women and looks. I don't give a fuck. Now, do I like a nice looking woman? Yes. Do I go for nice looking women? Yes. But I'm telling y'all, that shit don't move me. You put me alone in a room, yo, listen, me alone, have hidden cameras in this room with a badge on. And y'all gonna see how I act now. If she acting right, I'm gonna act right, if you know what I mean. But I'm just saying, put a belligerent baddie next to me. And y'all gonna see. I'm like, damn, he's standing on business. That boy ain't give a fuck. Man, I don't know. I would have had to go for it. And I'm not knocking you. I'm not calling y'all simps enough for having to go for it. It's a man's instinct. We see good. We listen. That's why I said looks do matter to men. It's the order that women put them in. Women put looks, body, and then they put all the other real qualities that they really go for when choosing a potential wifey, not a potential somebody to take to the telly. That could be any bad Joe. She could be a bitch all day long. Your average guy gonna be like, she a bitch, but she just for one night. I don't care. They like, I got a wife. That's how most guys think, and I salute y'all for that. For the most part, that's how I think. For the most part, but like I said, I'm a little different from your average guy when it comes to looks. I don't care about that baddie stuff. I don't care about that rip the runway shit. If you act like a fucking, if you act unruly, I'm gonna treat you unruly. It's just the bottom line. So, like I said, put me alone with a badge on. And now, mind you, I think I'm in here alone, but y'all can have hidden cameras. I'm just saying hypothetical, y'all. And be like, all right, let's see what this motherfucker like, because this is a purified diamond in front of him. Now she gonna be on her worst behavior, and let's see how he act. Y'all be like, God damn, I don't go for it, and I'm not making it seem like I'm decent. I just don't go for it because I don't go for it. It don't mean you're beneath me for acting like that. No, I'm not fucking with you if you acting like a dude. I'm not. I'm not fucking with. I don't do men. I don't do men. So I don't fuck with women that act like men, talk like men, all this extra stuff. Now, if we joke, if you my significant other, we joking, we in the moment, that happens. I'm talking about you meeting a woman sight on scene and she acting all husky and all that. I don't go for that just because she bad. I don't. I'm like, oh no, I'm good. I ain't going like overly disrespect her either because I'm not that type of guy unless she being disrespectful. But I'm not going to cape to it if that makes sense. I don't cape to bad behavior. I don't. Now, was I always like this? No, obviously. In my 20s and stuff, when I was young, I didn't like it, but I'm gonna say I didn't cape to it either. But I kind of, it was more on a different scope. Like, all right, it is what it is. We all out here having fun anyway. But as I got older, it's like I don't even want them type of chicks around me. I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not. I'm gonna dismiss your ass or dismiss myself or let you dismiss me or however it go. I don't care. I'm not going. I'm not going for it because it's like, for what? Like I would be defeating my own purpose for real. Because there is a purpose with this, y'all. Like I really do value spreading awareness because how we gonna get better? Like how we gonna get better? If everybody on that type time. Everybody just with the shits. Oh, it don't matter. She this, she that. She grown though and all that. I don't give a fuck. We all grown. That don't mean you should act disorderly. That don't mean you should walk around nasty. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that. Who we got up in here? I read those already. Yeah, you know what, Sir Anthony, you're right. We do like let me not like let me be real. We do like physical appearance. I'm not acting like men don't go for looks. But where they put it at is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? They say I could be wifed because I look this way. And unless you meet in a set or you run across an NBA player that never had no coochie in high school because he was ugly, you're not. You gotta go by logic. All right, I'm meeting regular guys here. Even if they like somewhat upper echelon regular guys. These aren't celebrities. So it's like, okay, what like more than likely, what's the common denominator here? Your attitude, baby. Your attitude not intact. We gotta keep it above. This is why these women are a lot of them are single, amongst other reasons. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the reasons that they fail to realize. And then I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm getting to your comments. I believe a lot of women like being whores because here's the thing: they know, like, they, see, just like we know women more and more at this point because of social media, women know men more and more. They hear the shit that we talk about. They hear that, man, guys don't like no, this or that. Guys don't like, see, you're not feminine enough. You too masculine. This and that. They know what it is like, you know what, that's too corny and dry to be that way. So I'm just gonna be this way and just get like I'm gonna get slutted out. It's meant for me to be slutted out because no man is gonna take me serious, and I'm fine with that for now. Obviously, the wall hit or they already in the wall, and then they say, you know what, I don't want to be old with no cats, and so they dumb themselves down a little bit for circumstance. They be like, all right, You know what? I do need to watch my mouth a little bit. This happens. We talked about this to nauseam, y'all. When women hit that wall, not right when they hit it, but as they getting up in age, usually 35 and up, 34 and up, whatever age, mid 30s, they start to somewhat come down because they're not getting the same looks. And forget the looks. The clock is ticking. They don't want to be 40 and still single. Some. They like, man, this single stuff is like, all right now. You know what? I'm gonna reinvent myself and all that. I'm gonna act like I never was the nasty slut I was in my 20s and early 30s. I'm gonna act like that wasn't me. Or because guys are hip to the game, I'm gonna say that was me once he like look at the physical features. Hell, I got 12 tattoos. I can't hide that. There's certain stuff on my Instagram that I just won't take down. Hopefully he never see shit like that. So it's like, all right, the guy gonna see between the lines and be like, all right, like, oh. But what I'm gonna say is, that's the old me and all that. This is what women say. Hell, my mom did it. My aunt did it. Think about it. How many women in their 50s you know, 50s and 60s you know is dealing with some simple Mr. Charles? Let's keep it a buck. I don't care about feelings and emotions. How many 50s and 60-year-old women is out here dealing with a somewhat simp Mr. Charles type guy? And all Mr. Charles wants is a six pack of beer and be left alone and be quiet. It sounds like a good time to me, but Mr. Charles is a simp. Mr. Charles came around when she was like 42 and been with her for 11 years and just been simping, sipping, sipping. And she was an unruly being in her 30s and 20s. And it is what it is. Oh, who cares? I got 5 kids by 4 different men. Charlie not going to care about that because my saving grace is going to be that's not me no more. And it somewhat ain't me no more because I'm older and washed up now. This is what younger women in their 30s, they see that shit. What's up, Patrick? They see it and they like, my mom did it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to meet me and Mr. Charles once I'm done slutting it out. I know it sounds like, yo, bro, you reaching. No, I ain't reaching. There's chicks out here that really think that. My aunts did it and my mom did it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have fun right now. And then, hi, Hazel, what's up? How you doing? And then I'm going to, can y'all hit the like button now that y'all in here, please? Um, Now I'm going to do this and do that. And that's a real thing. I don't care what nobody said. That's how women plan their lives. I'm be a mean girl and a nasty thought in my 20s and early 30s. Once I hit a wall, there's going to be a guy because I do have some looks, and there's going to be a guy that's going to forgive me for all that nasty stuff. So when he see the Instagram post from 11 years ago, of me half naked with some guy or guys, it'll be explained that that was the old me. That was the old me. When he see all these nasty ass tattoos, all right here and all down my leg, and this big cobra, this king cobra on my arm, I'm gonna just say it was a wild time and all that. And he going to forgive it. He's not going to think twice because he a simp. He not going to say you was a little loose. And don't get me wrong, we all got to pass. I'm not judging people to pass, but we got to be accountable. We can't just say that 12 years of my life is deleted. That 12 years that I was in the back seat of them cars and I went to every lounge in the whole city and I sucked a couple dicks in the back seat of Grand Marquise's. That part of me is over. And even if it is over, it's some accountability, baby. It's some accountability. That's all I'm saying. Don't mean you shouldn't be loved, you shouldn't be cared on, or whatever. But it's going to take a certain type of guy. It's going to take a certain type of guy. Any self-respecting guy gonna be like, all right, I ain't going for this. No, I'm gonna knock her off real quick, and then I'm gonna just disappear. I don't want to stay around this shit. And it's just the truth. We gotta start being real about that. Because the first thing people say is, "Oh, is this, is that?" Um, Grand Marquise, yeah, like I did that, or this and that, It could be it could be like any car. I just use Grand Marquise. But y'all know what I mean. Where we at? Uh, what's going on? Is that my man? Damn, bro, your name. I never can get your name. I can never get your name. But G, you know who you is because I never can get your name. I see it say given, and then it's like something else. But bro, I'm glad you're here. It's refreshing to see all y'all in here because, like I told y'all, my last live wasn't none of y'all in here. There's about 8 people. I'm talking about total. Like it was wild. So I say, you know what? I feel somewhat obligated to bring a real live. Blaze, what's the deal? So Blaze said, um, "What's the benefits of a man looking good from a woman's lens?" Elaborate a little bit, Blaze. What you mean? You saying what do women find attractive? I'm trying to. Yeah, just elaborate. I might be stupid on this one. My fault. There's so many comments. I'm trying to get to them all. But what you mean by that, Blaze? Yeah, it's just the facts, man. We gotta be real about it, man. Ain't nobody taking no unruly woman serious. We take them like men take them serious just like because in the moment, like what they call something to do, it be something to do. But deep down, God be like, I'm never gonna like ever like take her serious. I'll never make her my girl or willingly like really make her my girl. I'm a lie to her. And I'm not saying lying to women is cool or nothing, but I'm a lie to her and act like I'm somewhat her dude. Guys do that too. I don't really like that either. I don't like I don't know. Maybe it's the age of me, but I ain't telling no chick she my girl. She really not. Like, no, that's too serious of a title. I ain't with that either. I'm not telling no chick, yeah, you my girl and all that just to get some pussy. No, I'd be like, no, like, listen, man, we chilling or whatever. You cool? I'll say that, but I ain't doing that because it's just too serious now of a thing to be. We are in a relationship now just to get some yams. No, tell her like, look, when you cool to chill with, we doing our thing. If she don't respect that, then you just got to break it down to it. Like, who will win the World Cup? I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I ain't into soccer like that. I know it's gonna be here in my city soon. I'm not gonna say I'm not into soccer at all because I don't watch a few soccer matches, but not enough to know who gonna win. In the United States, I hope if they in it, I don't even know. That's crazy. The FIFA joint coming here and I don't know nothing about it. And I don't, and I love my sports, just not soccer. Uh, who we got in here? Sir Anthony, Philly guys don't have a reputation for having high standards on looks. I don't know. Maybe because I'm in Philly, I don't know. I don't notice it, but let me see. No, I mean, damn. You know, I see some truth to that, but it's like both. I'm gonna keep it a buck because I know some guys that don't. And listen, I'm fully transparent. Looks mean something to me, but is it the end all be all? No, especially now. Especially now. Let me tell y'all something. Looks is like a walk in the park. Beauty, and this is another reason why like these women don't understand. Because beauty is a thing. These women are dialing themselves up, making themselves look all types of ways. They doing all types of stuff to their bodies. Everybody, they all look alike. But morality is very rare. It really is. Being an individual is rare. That's another like I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. A guy like me, I want a rare woman. Not saying she gotta be stand out like rare like that. I'm talking about I don't deal with the yeah, she just like any other chick type. Like that beauty stuff is all these chicks is Well, I ain't gonna say they beautiful. Y'all know what I mean. They can make themselves look away. Have y'all seen some of these motherfuckers? Like they'll go from literally a 3 to a 7. I see it. I'll be like, yo, she look like a dude without makeup. And she put makeup on, they be looking all right. I'm a kid. So it's like, and then as far as the bodies, either there's so many different ways to lose weight and do this and do that now. Everybody's toned up, everybody's curvy, or they wearing stuff, it's stuff in the pants, it's stuff to make your ass look bigger, it's things to give you a fake camel toe. Beauty is out here. Y'all Instagram, I don't have it, but I know what's on there. Y'all Instagram everything. All these chicks looks like they sevens and up. All these chicks, they not really seven and up, but they also is like that's not really even a chase no more. Where your spirit at? How are you with other people? How are you with your kids if you got them? Hopefully you don't got too many of those. How is you with people? Like seriously. And I'm not saying that for every woman, because if you just knock it off, knock it off. Those things probably don't even come to your mind if you know from the rip I plan on. That's the unruly woman. But when you talk about I might compete with this chick, this is a chick I might move into my crib. This is a chick I might ask, can I move with her? When it comes to that, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I say I don't want to misconstrue it. I know some of y'all got here late. When men is the few little men that's out here courting and vetting these chicks, or dealing with these chicks on a real level, they're not wifing you because you look like Rihanna. They not. They wife you because you have a spirit. That is true. The Rihanna part is a bonus. That's a bonus. Like, oh, and she look all right? Yeah. That's the bonus. This is about wifing. This is about something solid. Something that will last the test of time. Not, are we kicking it because it's something to do? All right, you know what? I'm gonna make her something because I'm lonely and all that. If it's like that, then everybody out here in relationships because there's a whole lot of kicking it going on. Ain't nobody really in no real solid relationships. There's a few, but people out here doing the damn thing with each other. That's what's going on till the shit run dry. Let's keep it a buck. But to the few men that's actually and women that's actually looking for something solid, women can't lead with their looks and expect, all right, I could be a nasty bitch and a mean girl and unruly and talk all my shit because I look like this. That is untrue. And that's why they so single. This is why they talking that single on purpose stuff. No, bitch, you want to be with somebody. No guy's dealing with you. It don't matter how you look. It don't matter that you look like that. It don't matter that your baby hair come all the way down to here. It don't matter. It don't matter that you get your hair done every 7 days. It don't matter that you get your nails and feet done every week. None of that shit really mean nothing to a guy that's really looking. And like I said, I'm not trying to deter women from their upkeep because we do like that. There's benefit in a woman that keeps up with us. I'm not saying women that do no. I'm just saying they lead with that shit and think I'm gonna get the man of my dreams. No, you're gonna keep getting pumped and dumped. You're gonna forever be a BM. You're gonna forever be the chick that I'm just knocking off. This is how we talk about y'all. We don't say that's my girl, that's my wife, or that's some chick I'm knocking off. It happens too much. Can't be just me where I'm hearing it. Every guy tell, oh, that's your girl? No, no, we just fucking on. It's never, yeah, that's my man, man, that's my rock and all that. No. And all these guys ain't lying. They tell the truth. She is just some slut I'm knocking off. That's what she really is. Like what? Which one me lie? Say she my girl? No, she's my whore. And these women are forever gonna be that. Because all they want is a time anyway. So give them that time and then they realize, damn, what happened to Sean? What happened to Keith? What happened to Ray? They left. You were for a short time, not a long time. And it happens over and over again to them. That's how they become 304s. Because some of these women, I believe y'all gonna laugh at this, but some women become 304s by accident. I'm not, listen, I'm not taking no accountability from it. Like not saying that they're not accountable, but a lot of these chicks be turning 304s by accident. They keep thinking this guy is the right one, but when he see how you are, it's like no. It's like no. Because here's the thing. When women are constantly single, it's something with her. It's like it's something with that woman. It ain't like, oh, it ain't enough good men out here. Miss me with that bullshit, cause it's I ain't gonna say all these men is good, but it ain't as easy as that. That's a very lazy way of thinking. No, it's guys out here. Not saying you the worst woman in the world, but it's something with you. If a woman is always single, I'm talking about, man, I've been single for 8 straight years type women. Baby, it's something with you. It wasn't all these guys. It wasn't all these guys' fault. And they become 304s by accident because they want a guy very, very bad. They act like they don't. But women want to be with somebody. I told y'all that too a long time ago. Don't let women say they single and loving it. No woman in human history, besides this 1% small minute women that is somewhere in some rural area. Your average modern woman that's in an inner city, in an urban city, wants to be with somebody. Don't stop letting women say we single and loving it. No, they're not. The only time women, like I told y'all, only time women want to be single is when they first get out of a long relationship. Or they better be going through something in their life. Other than that, that's only 2 times. But what we have now is a new one. Now it's three, where women are saying, you know what? I want to be with somebody, but it's gonna be hard being a thought that way. This the new one, y'all. The modern day one that where women want to be single. Besides, she just got out of a long relationship or she going through a trying time out of life. Is the third reason, which is I don't want to have to lie to a guy and act like I'm not. I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to have to lie to a guy and act like I don't want to go on flights every month. You know what? I'm gonna just be a 304 at this point. I'm gonna just be a three because I don't want to lie. It's too much. That's the new. That's the. Make sure y'all write that down because that one ain't extra stone yet. That's the newest reason because that's what I'm seeing a lot. But other than that, women hear y'all hear talk about that single stuff. That's a lie. Women always want to be in a relationship. If they met Prince Charles, it could be a woman that been single for 8 years straight. If she met a guy that knocked her off her feet to the mind, she would want to be in a relationship with that guy. She would try real hard to be with that guy. What it is women are very nowadays they very picky and all that, and they letting the internet choose men for them. You know, because they all like the same type of guy. They let their friends choose for him, and they let the internet choose for him. They saying he gotta be 6 feet tall, he gotta and all that. Where they take a guy serious, I'm gonna say they'll still deal with 5'9" because they know that's what's most out here. You know, it seems like men is getting shorter. That's another story, another topic. Do seem like they're getting shorter, but it is what it is. They they letting social media choose for them. So it's pickiness, and it's also the internet said the guy should have dreadlocks. The internet said the guy should have a bunch of peas on his head that do like this. The internet said that he should be 6 feet tall. The internet said that he should have some type of scam. He shouldn't just work. He should also do a scam on the side. I don't make this stuff up. I just say the things that some people scared to say. But if you're not a scam on the side, a lot of women, for whatever reason, I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna want you, but they don't look at you as an upper echelon. Nope. You gotta have a scam too. Maybe it's a Philly thing. So y'all let me know. But in Philly, you gotta have some type of side scam. Like you gotta use social security numbers in some type of way. Other than that, they let people, choose for them, and it's like it's wild. It's crazy. But all that single, I'm single and loving it. No, there's a lot of single women, but it ain't single and loving it. Nope, they don't love it. Women always want to be with a guy at all times. Yeah, I ain't dealing with no rough acting women either, and like I'm not doing it. You ain't gotta be like ultra prissy or Cinderella, but just be a chick. Just be a chick. What happened to just being a woman? These chicks want to be men so bad. Anthony said, I encourage guys to judge. Hell yeah. Your past matters. That's another term they like to throw out there. I see that on a lot of stuff where they be like, your past shouldn't matter. You telling me you a hoe. Like, if a woman lead with that, like, my past or a past, they'll say a past because that's too obvious. They'll say people past shouldn't matter. She just she just gave you a license to leave her the fuck alone because she telling you she a whore. Like she telling you she got to check her past when she say that. Even if she use it in a way of people, no, no, nope. Because I wouldn't get mad if somebody judged me on my past. I did things that I'm not proud of. And if somebody said, "Look, I don't want to deal with that type of person," I know you claim you reformed, you changed, but I just can't. I would give that person they listen. It is what it is. I get it because when you got it's part of you. It's part of you. Even if you far removed from that, you got to keep it a buck. All that past shouldn't matter. Past do matter. It do because it shows character. It shows what you once was or what you probably still is, if you ask me. Where we at, y'all? You said there's more women in the streets than I know? Probably is, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. There's women that's in relationships that's in the streets. They dealing with a guy right now, but they still All right, so Blaze clarified what he was asking. He was saying so like a woman look good, we get somewhat interested. Women, I talked about this Blaze on the video. To me, y'all let me know. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong or if y'all went through different experiences. See, now is a little different because women are being told what to like. That's why it's so hard, Blaze. I ain't even gonna lie. And I'm not ducking your question. I'm gonna answer it the best way I can. Women are being told what to like. They just are. Most women like the same type of guy. He don't have to be a bum or nothing, but women like a certain demographic. And I ain't talking about race here. I'm just saying a way. Like he gotta be this and that because social media told her that. Because her bestie told her that. They not acting off impulse. Some of them are acting off their own cognites, but I'm keeping it a buck. Your average woman is being told who to like. And most of the time it's somewhat of a distasteful guy that if he do got a job, he also scams on the side or do some type of illegal activity. And I'm not judging. I've done that. I've done things in my younger years that was considered illegal, allegedly. I ain't gonna crucify myself for it. But people change and I get it. And like I said, if somebody want to judge me on my past, a woman, I would give them that. Like, oh, you did this before, or you did cool. I could never deal with that. That's commendable. See, I'm not naive or a hypocrite. I wouldn't deal with a woman that's a whore that was a whore in her past. So I expect a woman to deal with me for my distasteful past. No. If I ran into a woman that said, "Oh, I can't deal with somebody that actually whatever," and I've never done nothing crazy distasteful, but I just know I wasn't always a saint. I wasn't, and still not a saint. We all got flaws. See, it's called accountability. But getting back to your question, I believe that women are being told what to like. It is fact. They all can't like the same type of guy. And mind y'all, I'm 6 feet tall, 6'1", between 6 foot and 6'1". So I'm speaking up for even the men that I'm not. When women is out here talking about you can't be under 6 feet, that's bullshit. That is something that is made up. You gotta have a dirty look to you. You gotta have a grind. I know women that intentionally deal with grimy guys. Maybe it's a Philly thing, but I'm telling y'all, women will chase a like a grimy, not even look, but a grimy attitude, a grimy spirit, an asshole. Women like assholes. Now, being an asshole don't make you like, because I'm somewhat of an asshole, like just to cater to how I'm very matter of fact about things. But I'm talking about to a certain degree. Women are being told to like these guys by social media and by their favorite influencer and by their favorite housewife and all this shit. I'm telling y'all, it's not a coincidence that most women like the same type of men. And then I will say this, Blaze, in human nature, women like what other women like. Most women like the guy, like if they got to do, they don't want necessarily they other women don't like want them because now it's competition. But if they friends don't find your dude attractive, it is a mark. With us, we don't feel that way. If it probably never happened this way, but if our homie don't find our girl attractive, it's not the end all be all. It's not. We be like, it'll probably never come out because men don't talk like that to each other. If anything, it stays in or whatever. But if they find out they bestie or they want find they do hideous or not even hideous, unattractive, they somewhat slight that man, and they can find him attractive. But it's weird. Women are different. That's why I said some of this we just got to charge to the game. It's women being women. I'm not saying it's right, but it's like this is how they made. This is how they wired. Now them liking the same type of guy is not how they wired. That's new. That's social media. You know what I'm saying? That is reality shows where the guy got to talk like he on drugs and shit at all times. Like y'all know what I'm talking about. And I don't mean to be funny here. And drugs is not a funny thing. I'm keeping it above. But the guy gotta have a speed. Like guys that talk like that, they. I'm telling y'all, I'm keeping it above. A guy that looks slouched over and tired all the time is usually like some type of prescription type of guy. This is true. Like people don't want to say it, or some guys are scared to say it because it make them look whatever. I don't give a fuck. I know what I see in front of me. Girls, a lot of these women like guys that look like they about to throw the fuck up, and I'm gonna leave it at that. They look like they about to like regurgitate and all that. Can't stand straight up and all that type of stuff. And it just is what it is. They go on these shows and stuff and want a sophisticated, manly man. Nah, in the hood, in their own hood, when they on their blocks and stuff, they like guys that can't hold their head up and talk like with a limp. Like it's weird. Y'all gotta come to Philly and y'all see what all the ladies is on. They want that guy. You can't like enunciate a proper sentence right. You corny, bro. I don't care how hood you is, how tough you is. If you talk, you enunciating too good. No, I need a guy that look like he just took a perk. This is what they like. Sometimes they like guys that don't look like they bathed in a while. This is the way that this is what TikTok told me to like. Instagram told me to like this guy, and it's true. And I listen. I make no minds about it because I'm who I am, and I don't change who I am. I'm not the best or nothing, but I carry how I carry because I'm almost 42 years old and I'm past a certain life. But you got guys out here faking it, like acting like that because they know that's what women is chasing. It's crazy. So Blaze, it's hard to answer that question because it's like they being trained to like a certain way. For the most part, yeah, women like money and stuff. They want the money, all that. But I'm getting to that because if a one like that money shit is overblown too. Cause you don't need a lot of money to get no chicks. Nope. They put that out there for simps. See, you can be broke and get all the pussy in the world. Trust me, I know. You don't gotta, or you can have money but don't lead with money. I ain't gonna say broke. That's a bit of a stretch. You can have money but you ain't out here flossing it and get laid all day. Don't let them fool you. Money is very prevalent in today's dating game. I'm not lying about. I'm not like gonna you know gloss over that because it is having money and having the look and the vibe and all that. That is a thing. I'd be lying if I say yo women don't. You got that's the least of it. No, it's a thing. But in real life, when they alone with their most deepest thoughts, they'll take a guy that ain't because that's the guys they naturally like. And this don't even have nothing to do with being a bum. I'm saying the guys that they naturally attracted to and they like on the level, you ain't gotta do shit for them. Like I've been saying this for a while, y'all. Really, like, because it's gonna sound like I'm telling guys not to do stuff for women, and this is not that. But what I am saying is, the women that really like you, you're gonna do stuff for it just because it's natural. 'Cause you're a man and she's in your presence or whatever. But all that extra, that don't comes for guys that they really like. That's not a requirement. If she want, look, this how I put it. This how I always say it. If she want this and want that, she don't want you. That's the best template that men can go by. If a woman, let's say you meet a woman, no matter how you meet her, Instagram, dating app, bar, club, whatever. If she lead or not even lead, just in general, it gotta be a lead. If she start talking about what she's used to, and I like this, and well, I know I just met you, but usually a guy offered me to get my nails and feet done and all that dumb shit. All that dumb shit. And you don't even gotta be on no straight gold digger. It could be very subtle. Like y'all could be talking about something and she just start talking this righteous money stuff. If she want this and want that, she don't want you. And that is very true. Women ain't talking that stuff to guys they naturally attracted to and they have a mutual thing for. Because women can be attracted to you and still use you for your money. Because they just think a certain way of you. They like, all right, I'm attracted to him, but he comes off in a way like I could get some money from him. All right, let me go with the money part. So it gotta be both, where they attracted to you and they somewhat respect you. They respect your character. They respect your lore, your ghost, whatever the case may be. They won't talk no money stuff to you. They not. And this could be the upper echelon type of woman. This could be a woman that y'all deem high maintenance. All of them. This ain't just ghetto fat Jones. I'm talking about chicks that you consider she rub elbows. She not gonna talk that money stuff to no guy she really like. Cause she like, I really like him. Let me see where this go. I'm a I don't want to lose out on this. Might be the guy of my dreams, or it might not be that deep, but this might be the guy I actually could potentially be with. I'm attracted to him that much. It ain't a lot out here, so I don't want this to, whatever. It's true. And forget all that other stuff I said. It's just true on the landscape that women ain't doing all that. She got to be a straight whore to just talk money all the time to every guy. It is some women that just do that with every guy because her heart and soul is left out in the streets. So there's no man that could come into her life and just be respected on a level where I'm not talking no money. That's for super thoughts. Like that's like for 304s on a high level. Like she just is a 304. There's no hope for it. There's no nobody for it. She's a whore to the fourth power type Joan. It is that exists too, y'all. Where there's no man that can come into her life and be like, I can treat this guy as a human being. No, this guy is a dollar sign. All men are dollar signs. Them type women, they excluded. But regular chicks, they gonna be like, all right, they put guys in categories. They do. So they say, all right, he comes off in the way. I'm attracted to him, but not that much. And he come off as somewhat a simp. I'm gonna talk money to this guy. Right from the rip. They make their mind up. Women are very instant with whatever they think of you. Whatever they think, they know he can win me over. That's why I tell you guys, stop trying to win women over with, I'm going to grow on her. Watch. I'm going to be a thorn. I'm going to be up her ass so bad and all that. No, stop doing that dumb shit. Don't be up her ass. No. She ain't showing nothing. Leave her the fuck alone. She don't want you, bro, because you wasting your time. Now, you can try to knock her off. You might can soften her up for that, maybe. I don't know. But all that, I'm going to win her heart by always saying good morning and saying grand rising and calling her queen like I'm in England somewhere and all that. You keep doing it. Have fun. Because even if she give you some poo, even if she show you a little, you always was second fiddle. So just like you got her is the way you're gonna lose it because another guy is gonna uh come across and be whatever. That shows she could be swayed. She could be this, won over and all that. That's why I never tell a man to chase. And that was another topic that we did get into, uh, the chasing, when I made the video about that a few days ago. I don't think men should ever chase. I really don't. I don't think that because it's a losing battle. Like, not saying you should never pursue a woman, because that's what we do. We hunters by nature. So I'm not trying to rewrite history here, but I'm talking about all that chasing. She don't see it yet. But one day she gonna see me and all this. No, if she didn't see you from day one when you presented yourself, because for real, and I'm not on no pimp shit here. I'm actually being real. All you should be able to do is show up. You gonna say something to the woman. I'm not saying just stand there and look at her and she gonna want you. I'm talking about present yourself. Let her know that you're interested, obviously, and that's all you should have to do. That's it. And the rest should just be. If it ain't that, there's nothing wrong with it. We all nobody bets 1,000. I've been shut down before. I've had women like not obliged to my offer. Fine. Every woman ain't gonna want you. That's another thing we gotta work on, fellas. We gotta deal with rejection a little better. Because every chick ain't gonna want you. They just not. So it's fine. Move on, but instead some guys stick around. No. I'm gonna watch. She going like, no, I'm not doing all that. That's too much fucking. Listen, man, that's too much work, bro. I ain't trying to show this woman win her over. She didn't want me from day one. She don't want me at all. Now if she give me some pussy, I'll take it or whatever. But that's far fetched because if she don't want you, she might not give you no pussy. But nowadays, who knows? I don't know. You know, I'm not out there enough to know like what goes on with the whole, But we gotta stop chase. Like, ain't nothing to chase. These chicks ain't. They ain't no motherfucking body. Like, it's at the end of the day, it's scared. It's scared. And like I said, I get the whole hunter. We hunt. We try to go after what we want and all that. That's been going on for years. That's nothing new. But if the chick ain't obliging on no level, now I get playing hard to get. That is a thing for women where they'll want the shit out of you, but they play hard to get. You just gotta use your context clues and use your own discretion. You know when a chick is playing hard to get. Like, it's like she want me because she keep watching me, or she keep, for y'all that got social media, she keep being on my page. I hear that a lot too. That's like a thing. I believe Instagram is like a dating app now. I'm not on there, but this is how people is meeting. Like, everybody that I hear from or I watch stuff, they meet these guys and women. Men we meet women on Instagram. And I have no problem with that. I'm just saying it's different. I grew up in an era where you meet the person in person. I don't know. But if she always on your page, she always liking your story, but she not giving you no play. Hard to get is really a thing. So yeah, you use your own discretion with that. But if she ain't give you no play, she don't even know your ass fucking exists, bro. No, no, I'm not going to be keep presenting myself. I done showed you who I was. Like, I don't want to deal with no chick I had to work for. Like, that shit is corny. Because first of all, it's just corny altogether because you had to do that for her. So it's like down the road, like I said, usually how you get them is how you lose them. So if you meet a chick, I'll play this out real quick. If you get a chick and you had to do all this stuff, let's say you had to cape and do all this. What make you think another guy can't cape and pander and do all this shit and you lose her? Or she the chick that made you work, bruh. She made you work for it. No, that shit comes easy. Trust me, I know. That women like easy. They either like you or they fucking don't. There's no in between. Like, you gotta prove it to me or show me. My man Supernatural in here, man. I ain't see you in a minute. What's up, bro? What's the deal? Pep said looks your skin deep. It is. It is to an extent. It really is. Where we at, y'all? What about just hilarious? See, Will, you starting trouble, Will. Just hilarious. Is she attractive? Is that what you're asking? Or is she funny? Either way is neither on both. Fuck that. I gotta keep it real. To me, she's not funny, and to me, she's not attractive. She's just not. And I've seen her the way she look now, and I've seen her without makeup. The gym is the new club. I can see that being a thing. Yeah, you know what, Patrick? I hear you on that. There's not enough realness in the female community. I mean, they either acting like somebody they not, or they sound just like your ex, or they sound like the girl you saw on YouTube. There's no individuality. And they say that about us, but I don't see it as much. I think men got way more personality than women. I'm not just saying that because I'm a guy. Women don't really have a lot. All they worried about is looking good and smelling good and all that. And that's fine. Your upkeep is fine, but they don't really have no depth to them. The average woman don't have no real depth. That's just the truth. Like they don't have a whole lot of layers. They just here. They just there. I'm glad though to see the familiar names. Make sure y'all hit the like button while y'all in here. I'm just getting through y'all comments. Who that? That's new creation. What's the deal, bro? I'm glad you in here too. A lot of truth being spoken. A lot of truth. A lot of truth. All right. Hazel, what's the deal? You said can you ask a question? Yeah, shoot. I'm sorry. I know that probably was a while ago. I'm sorry. Hopefully you still in here. So I was gonna do better with these comments. I see I still got some work to do. Um, yeah, and they waste their time in their 20s. And the 20s is really their prime. That's when they really should be meeting Mr. Right. Because that's gonna be the best version of them. Now, visually, but also just because men don't like experienced women. So when you young like that, you're going to get the best option. You just are. You're going to get the best option for yourself. More than likely, And I believe people can meet great people in their 30s and 40s. I'm not saying that, but y'all know what I mean. Sorry for all the smoke. Temporary. Be friends with the lesbians. Be friends with lesbians. They'll introduce you to women. I can see that. I can see that. A lot of lesbians don't like men though. Deep down, I mean, a lot of lesbians don't like dudes. They don't. Some do, but a lot of them just don't like men as friends. Obviously, as partners, they just don't. But some do. So I get what you're saying. The ones that do genuinely like men on a friendly level. I can see lesbians getting guys laid all the time. Hell yeah. Now, who's Terrell Evans, Hazel? Who's that? I don't even know who that is. Is that somebody known? Yeah, you right, Pat. It's married people out here in the streets. Facts. And that's definitely a pet peeve of mine because marriage is very, very sacred to me. I've never been married, fellas, but um, when I do or if I do, that is very. That's one of the reasons I haven't been married because it is a big deal to me. And it's like you got married people out here, and I don't see marriage being a benefit to most men, but I digress on that. Y'all know we talked about that. You know, damn, bro, I'm sorry to hear that. You gave up on love 6 years ago. I mean, I don't blame you in a way, but that's pretty deep. That's pretty deep, man. Yeah, you're right. They like a corporate thug. They like women want the best of both worlds. They want a guy that's successful, but also got like some street to him. That's what they like. In a nutshell, that's what they like. And it's like, mm, at the end of the day, these women are just damaged in the mind. Ain't they fucked up? They don't know what they want. They're being told everything that they want. Dre, what's the deal, bro? Glad you in here. Salute, man. Uh, yeah, yeah. Philly dudes do cut. Yeah, Philly dudes got a certain grimy look to them. I will say that. But they see that's one thing to look grimy, but they be wanting guys that are grimy. Like they be wanting guys that's willing to do grimy things, which is crazy. It really is. These chicks, it's sad. It's sad, man. But it's the truth. And then they want all this. That's why I don't give them no type of slack. Like when women, like they'll say things like, "Yeah, I messed with the guy and he was a bum and all that." I'm like, "Bitch, shut the fuck up. You liked him. He was a bum. You liked him." Like I hate the sob stories about "Boo Hoo is me." He kept getting locked up, and he kept. How did y'all last so long? The first time he got locked up, if you was totally against it, you would never took him back. Miss me with that loyalty shit. Because here's the thing: it's one thing to be a rider and loyal, but you know when a chick like a certain type of way. Stop all that like boohoo is me. I only dealt with losers, and obviously black women don't talk like that. But I'm trying to, he was a loser and he was a thug. Like, shut the fuck up, ho. You wanted that shit. You like that thug shit. Miss me with the boo hoo. Um, you know, this is one of them things. 84 babies, yeah, 84, yeah, 84 was a hell of a year, wasn't it, Pat? That was the year of all years. Now, I don't know what Chauncey talking about, but okay. Never chase. It never is in your interest to chase no woman. I literally believe this, y'all. Men shouldn't chase no woman. I don't care if she's the whatever. No. There's no chase to be had. I'm here. Here I am. Do you like me? What like I'm actually serious with that. That's how instant women like. They like on impact. After obviously when they get to know you, like it ain't gonna be like one day you walk up and then they on you. I'm just saying once they see your allure and how you is and all the physical, if they admire about the physical, and then they see what type of man you is, that's it. Not saying she should chase you, but what should happen is she should reciprocate herself in a way where you know all right, there's something going on here. There shouldn't be no cloudiness. Oh, I hope she like me. I wonder if she is. No, you know. And you just go for the juggler and you go for what you know. You know, always within reason, but you go for what you know. There is no like figuring out that shit. These chicks know what they like. It's instantaneous. It just is. Ain't no weighing my options and all that. Bitch, if you got options, I'm definitely not doing for you. You know? And the women that put on this facade that they did all this and been there and done that, like I told y'all before, that shit don't look good either. That experience shit don't look good. So a woman shouldn't even be telling you that because she know that shit don't look good. She tell you that she's too nonchalant with you. She don't like you enough. She should be holding all that shit and not saying she should lie to you, but y'all know what I mean. She didn't wanna tell you about all these excursions and all that dumb shit. Like, bitch, what you like a used tampon. Fuck I'm gonna do with you. You done done it all. I don't want you. I don't want you. And this is a 42-year-old man talking. That's dealing with women in his age range, right? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not looking for the 24-year-old. It ain't doing nothing for me. I'm not out here looking at 25-year-old women. I'm not. What I'm saying is, even if you 35, it shouldn't be a whole lot of things you done been through and done, because your ass shouldn't be single. If you've been to all these places and did all this stuff with all these people, what I'm supposed to see that all them other motherfuckers ain't said? What am I supposed to see? You know what I'm saying? Women don't realize that because they think we think like them. They like men that been around the block. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with them liking that, but it's very contrary to how we look at women. We don't want no woman that been to all these places and then had 10 exes and 4 baby daddies and all that. Because it's like, why? What am I supposed to do with you? None of these grown ass men wanted you? Oh no, I dismissed them. Miss me with the bullshit. You ain't dismissed at all of them. Like some of them niggas got rid of your ass. And forget the men part, all the places and the destinations and the this and I was there and I was. It's like, all right, your past is your past. You can't help where you've been, but don't think you look good saying this. You don't look good telling me you've been to all these places. You don't. You look used. You look seasoned. Forget your age. Your ghost is seasoned. You're too dug in. There's nothing left of the imagination. I can't show you shit. And women don't realize that. Women don't. They really don't think that. They think it's a flex. It's not. I talk to men all day, every day. Men do not like that. Now what men do is they sit there and they act like it ain't a thing, but they register it in such a way where they say this woman is in the back of the line. Like she's not no type of catch. She's not. She done too much, and it's just the truth. D, I know I need to stop smoking, man. It's my biggest regret. Believe it or not, in life, and I got some regrets. But yeah, yeah. Jay Netty, my man in here. What's up, bro? Uh, you said she got options. Yeah, they mistaken options all the time. The guy that they don't know from a can of paint that's in they that send them two messages, like DMs is an option. Like it was like 2:15 in the morning. That's an option. They don't know what options are, but yeah, it's real. I did want to get into this other subject, y'all, on a more serious note while it's on my mind, because I know a lot of people um, is talking about the whole Cyrus Carmack situation with the Asian guy. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but I heard somebody say something about because what they doing is they now suddenly trying to boycott all Asian businesses over it, and I'm like, I don't really have no dog in this fight. I believe that young man shouldn't be going right now. We talking about a bottle of water. We talking about leaving, like running away. We talking about, and we talking about a lot when it comes to that subject. But where I take it on that is the whole boycotting Asian businesses, because like, damn, so any Asian business. I mean, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Cambodian, it don't even matter. And then I start thinking of black businesses. And is it just me or is black businesses overpriced? Is it just me or is black businesses got some of the worst customer service? I'm all about supporting black owned businesses and everything, right? But like if we being real, a lot of the stuff that we produce and we put our stamp on is not all the way on up and up. It's not. Either it's overpriced or the customer service is bad. And I got a thing for people telling me where I should spend my money. Now, I get that black owned businesses is behind the eight ball because black owned is obvious. So I'm all about supporting on that landscape. But if we being real, a lot of the times these black owned businesses is not the best businesses. We overpriced. Sometimes we rude. We have an entitlement with us. I went to this place. This was like a year ago. Restaurant, and they couldn't be any more unwelcoming. It's like when they the new best thing that's trending on social media or something like that. They make it seem like you should be happy you dining here. And it's like, bro, I'm the customer. Not saying you should kiss my ass because I don't believe in that. Too many customers believe in that. I'm not one of those. Just because I'm a customer don't mean you should kiss my ass. But I am a customer. So it shouldn't be like a flex that I'm here. Like you in my business and you should be happy you got a table and there's a long waiting list and we the new trending thing. This is what we do. And I love black people. I support my black people, but sometimes it just be too much. Why are y'all higher than everybody else? Why is it always taxing when it comes to like a lot of these black owned businesses? Why do I feel like I'm being ripped off? Why is the customer service not up to par? And not saying other businesses don't have that same problem, but it seems like it happens with black businesses, the norm. It happens a lot. And it's like, and I imagine the reason why I'm bringing this up because of the whole situation that happened in was that South Carolina. I wonder if black people only went to black businesses, how would it be? Because some of them businesses ain't ain't it. It's just not. I be seeing like, especially here in Philly, I be seeing a lot of the black businesses. They closed on days where they supposed to be open. They open late. The full menu is not available, and it's just like food spots. But just in general, it's like, come on, we gotta do better. But as far as that situation that happened to that young man, now I'm one of those that don't believe in all of the rhetoric of, okay, you got a 14-year-old kid, right? And that's a child. He had a pistol though. He had a pistol. Now I know that's a growing problem in today's society with teens and guns, but we gotta be real. I can't imagine being the parent of a son or a child, son or daughter, that is toting a pistol at 14. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what do the parents say? And here's the thing that really grinds my gears. When something happened to these young men, oh, he was a good kid, and I get it. I'm a father. I'm a father of both genders, a daughter and a son. But we gotta stop with the bullshit. We gotta stop with the who was a good kid, because if he's that good, what is he doing with a pistol? Period. At that age, you know what I'm saying? Not saying this guy. I'm talking about a whole different. I'm talking about different, just scenarios. Period in society. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop being our kids' friends. We gotta stop trying to be on TikTok with our kids. We gotta stop using work as a reason why you're not in your kid's life, or not even in your kid's life. That's a stretch. But why you not around for your kids? Oh, I gotta work. It's hard, and people do gotta work. But here's the thing: where people do use the work too far. I can't control what he do all the time. I have to work doubles and triples. I'm a single mom. I'm a single father. I'm this, I'm that, right? We say this bullshit, right? But here's the thing. I know times has changed. The way we grew up, I'm gonna say the way I grew up. If you have a certain age, you from my era, you know what I'm talking about. Times has changed as far as being put in a place by your parents. It is true. We was physically. I know. I was, and that's not the thing. And I'm not saying people should be physically harmful to their kids, but you should have your kids in check. I get tired of hearing these single moms. I work, so I'm alleviated from that, and I have to work to provide for them. I can't know what my 14-year-old is doing at all times. Bitch, yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's called being a fucking parent and staying on their ass and putting the fear of God in their ass for them not to leave their house when you're not home, to not be out here doing God knows what. It's called parenting. And while I'm not saying I'm daddy of the year or parent of the year, I'm not going for that bullshit. You got to know. You gotta know what your kids what they doing. It ain't hard to pick up a phone while you working. We all at. Follow them on the different apps that they got to know where they at. Y'all know what I mean. It just bothers me because it be us a lot. And we always talking about work like it's a flex. That shit ain't no flex when your child life is at stake. That's bullshit. It ain't enough hours in the day for you to make sure your kids are straight and be in their head to the point where they not doing it. Now, kids is going to be kids, especially as they get older. Mine is at that pinnacle age where they damn near grown and they going to do what they want. Certain. No, I ain't saying they going to do what they want. Whoa. But there's going to be things that they do that I'm not privy to. They mom might not be privy to, or whatever. I get it. It's part of growing up. I did it when I was younger. My mom ain't knew all the shit I was getting. I get it. But we talking about guns and being in places that you ain't even supposed to be in at a certain age. at different times of the night. Like I said, I'm not talking about this South Carolina thing no more. I'm talking about kids in general. You know what I'm saying? We got to be real to what it is and stop deflecting accountability. There's too many parents out here using that work shit. I was talking to a family member recently, and he used that for a situation that happened in Philly. I forget what it was. A young boy was somewhere, and he like, yeah, you know, though, a lot of these single moms got to work, so they can't be there. You're right, and working is a thing, and earning money is a thing because it's hard out here. Some of us got to do doubles and triples just to pay rent. I understand it. What is you telling that child? What do the child think of you to leave your house at a certain time? What do that child think of you to disobey you in such a way? You're not putting that in that child because you don't give a fuck for real, for real. It is what it is. Oh, kids will be kids. All that nonsense that we hear, and then be the first one boohooing, crying, talking about, "Oh my god, I don't believe my baby, my baby." No, it ain't your baby. You're a bum of a parent. And this ain't for just for single moms, it's for the dads too. They ain't you flexing in sections all day, but you can't go see your young boy. Fuck see him, you can't text your young boy. You can't talk to your young boy. You can't tell your daughter how that she got somebody in her life that loves her. The only man that's gonna love her is you, and things of that nature. We failing as parents. We want to be on TikTok videos with them. We want to do shit with them and be their friend. I don't want to be my son. I got a 17-year-old son. He at the apex of his childhood. He about to be a man in another year. I don't want to be his homie. Now I talk to him like, regular, because we guys. But y'all know what I mean. I'm not trying to be down and I don't want to, yeah, because I'm going to do this and all that. No. Because what happens is they take you very lightly, and then that's when the sneak outs at 12 o'clock while you at work happen. That's where the deceit and the lies and the betrayal happen. And I get it, kids are going to be kids. There's some things that is just out of your control, especially when it comes to teenagers. I get it. But some of this shit can be avoidable when it comes to these senseless crimes and the shit going on with these kids because it's like people want to use the sympathy card when it comes to I have to work and I have this and I have that, and y'all not doing what y'all gotta do for y'all children, man. And like I said, I'm not daddy of the year. I got flaws too, but we gotta keep it a buck. My kids wouldn't even think to leave the house. I don't live with them. Mind you, they live under a roof other than mine. They live with their mother, and I still run that. I run them, not her. I'm saying like I run them. I run them when it comes to whoa, what's going on? Hold. They don't even want to disappoint. They don't even want to see the disappointment in my face for doing something so crazy. When they get caught lying and little shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta instill in them that there's a standard. There's a standard. Like, and most time it's the men that can instill that. I'm not saying women is off the hook, but most of the time is that stuff is enforced in men. And that's why we do see a lot of failed children out here because they being raised by single moms. Women don't really put down structure. They try, and I commend those women that do try, but there's no structure coming out of a woman's voice. There's reasoning. There's outlandish thoughts. There's just chaos. Like they get mad and they just scream, or there's not real sound instruction that comes from women. They don't do. They can't do it for whatever reason. So I says, man, we gotta step up, man. We do. Um, it's just sad that we in a state where we just keep seeing young teenage boys falter and tote guns and do all this crazy stuff. And the pop don't care. The pop will bum himself. The pop is somewhere doing whatever. It's wild. The mom is somewhere sucking a dick. She know how to go here and go there, but she can't be there for her kids. That is your average mom. Your average mom will go here, go there. can do this, can do that, can do that, but can't do the things that she needs to do for her kids. She feel as though I put a roof over their head and they get fed for the most part all the time. My job is done. And while I do get it to a certain extent, especially as they get older, and some of these kids can be overwhelmed, but it's like you still got to bring some type of structure to the household. You just do. And I had to go off the rail on that one, and I know I lost some viewers, but certain things I have to get off because it's only right, and that's one of them. You know, when I hear about this stuff with these young men toting guns, and it's like the parents be so nonchalant about it. There's no disappointment. There's no like, what you? No, it's Raheem. He always been fast for his age and all that, but be crying tears if something happened to that boy. It's bullshit. It really is. But what y'all think about any topic? I just had to. I wasn't gonna leave this live without talking about that. You know, um, yeah, it's wild. Well, yeah, you know what, Dre, you're right. Everything is overpriced now. But and don't get it wrong, I'm not like singling out black businesses, but we gotta be real. Um, I see it and it's like half-assed. A lot of stuff is half-assed and it's not the way it's supposed to be. And I don't like being pressured and bullied into. I don't think people should pressure and bully people into you have to support the. You know what I mean? You have to support. Like it's like, wait, my money gonna go wherever it go. And we are very prevalent when it comes to that because we are the highest. I'm saying we like everybody in here black, but black people are the highest consumer. We know how to spend some money. And I'm not so necessarily sure that's a good thing, but I'm just saying when it comes to spending the black dollar is something. So it's like, you gotta be fair about the situation, but at the same time, it's one of them joints. It just is. We definitely closing in on 2 hours. So that's a good thing. Dre said we need to step it up to try to help the younger. Yeah. Yeah, bro. It's messed up. It really is. What's up, Derek? I'm glad you in here, bro. Appreciate you, dog. You hit that like button. Anybody that's in here, hit the like button if you haven't. It is true. We don't think past our own selves. It's like, don't you know, it's another generation coming up behind us. And here's the thing, and I be thinking deep into this, y'all. And I know y'all be like, you sure is like, I'm an old soul. Always been. I make no bones about it. I'm a 41-year-old, 60-year-old. I'm a meaning I'm 41, but sometimes I know I don't look sick. If anything, people tell me you look younger than your age. So not looks wise, but internally. And that could be a good thing. Some people might not look at it as a good thing. But I make no bones about it. But here's the thing. The reason why it's so prevalent that we do look out for the next generation. Because think about it, y'all. We all up right now. But y'all hear about these home health aides. Y'all hear about nursing homes. Y'all hear about hospitals. Well, let me tell you something. Hopefully, none of y'all get there, but for the most part, we all gonna get there one day. We all gonna get to a point where we need a home health aide. We all hopefully gonna get to a point where we in a nursing home. We all, Lord willing, is gonna get to a point where we are. I ain't gonna say bedridden, but y'all know what I mean. We are compromised because of getting to an age. You want the boy with the tattoo right here taking care of you? You want the young boy that told you the pistol, like, yeah, I'm your health aide, motherfucker. Like, I'm just being real. And that's obviously a crazy hypothetical. But the next generation is the future. Now I don't know how old y'all are. I'm in my early 40s. Meaning in about 20 years, I'll be in my early 60s. Meaning the little 14-year-old is gonna be 34 years old and might have to wipe my ass. If I'm being real. Now I don't mean to be graphic. I hope I don't get to the point where nobody got to wipe my ass. But if we being real, y'all know what I mean, man. So we gotta stop saying that's on them. They gonna be fucked up. No, because Lord willing, we still gonna be here as a compromised version of ourselves. But we gonna have to live through this. Just because it's 2049 don't mean we. Oh well, I lived my life and all. No, you still here. You still need things, and you still have obligations and things that you have to do. Just an older version of yourself, and I don't want these knuckleheads to be the ones that have to help me. We got to look out. Like y'all know what I mean. We have to look out for the next generation. That's pretty much what I'm saying. And we got to lead by example. I've always been a leader, so it's in me to like think that way. I've never been a follower. I go to be in my own drum. And I try to spread awareness to everybody that want to hear it. But at the same time, we can't just say "oh ho hum," not because like to keep it real. And I'm gonna be very blunt about this. We all not gonna benefit off of. Oh, I can live off my pension, and I could go live in wherever and retire and drift off in the sunset. It ain't gonna work like that. We're gonna be very much so here grinding, striving as an older adult and trying to make it through this thing. If we being real, I mean, my dream is to be on some island somewhere, living my golden years or whatever. But if I'm being real, more than likely, it might not happen. So the future do mean something. These 14-year-olds now do mean something to me when I'm fucking 60 something and they in their 30s and they gotta help me, or I don't want them to fucking knock me over the head and rob me or whatever the case may be. And I know it went somewhere else, but I gotta keep it real. Cause I think of stuff like that. You know? In a nutshell, we just gotta be forget the future and all that part. We gotta be better in our kids' life. We gotta stop trying to be their friend and be the best new TikTok sensation. And I want to do the WAP with you, and I want to do the what like bullshit. Like no, it's not wrong with that. That's actually part of. But y'all know what I mean. Only that. That's the only time I want to be with you if it got something to do with looking cool and being your friend. No, I also want to give you sound instruction and let you know the disappointment that would be displayed if you ever went this way or that way or it's just and it goes a long way because I'll tell you one thing and I'm gonna be very personal here. Me and my kid's mom is not together, right? But I will give her kudos on this. When it comes to putting the fear of God, okay? The fear of God and without being abusive, without being overly evasive, putting the fear of God in a child, from a young child to a teenage child, where motherfucker, I wish you would. I gotta give credit on that. I gotta give credit on that. And obviously I played a big role in that as well. I ain't gonna but some of these parents are scared to they don't even want to talk to their kid the wrong way. Is you out your fucking mind? I'm gonna talk to you any way I want to. I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. And you know what? It ain't being harsh. It ain't being, oh my God, you too old school. No, this don't have nothing to do with abuse. This don't have nothing to do with nothing physical. But I'm gonna put the fear of God in you because it's gonna save your life. You're not leaving this house when I'm going. You ain't going no motherfucking where because if I find out, it's gonna be a problem. And that's what more parents need to be on instead of this might hurt their feelings. They might look at me different. They're gonna hate me for this. I don't give a fuck. I'm saving your life. We not doing all that. Oh, it was a misunderstanding. I did this, and no, it's not even a thing for you to be out of this house when I'm not home, or when I didn't tell you to be out there, or it wasn't. Y'all know what I mean? Because times where they, you know, but when it's not understood, no, you're not going. But here's the claim to fame for most women. Well, I'm putting it on women, but most parents. I gotta work. Who else going to support him? I'm a single parent and all that. Fuck out of here. They should know is of dishonor to leave your home. They should be scared as shit to leave that fucking house. I don't care who pull up. KK, Faye, Ray J, Ray J, whoever they friends is. It shouldn't matter, man. I couldn't miss this. No. Man, my folks ain't having, my mom ain't having this. My pop ain't, man, listen. I don't even want to see his face if he find out I left. Oh, listen, thanks but no thanks. I'm gonna have to get with y'all later. I tell my kids all the time, you got your whole adulthood to be a bastard. But you ain't gonna do it while you're a minor, while you still in school, while you still learning this thing we call life. You got all your 20s and 30s to be the biggest motherfucker you want to be. You're not doing it on my watch. And more parents need to talk like that. People scared to have real conversations with their kids. It's weird. It's weird. I don't want to break his heart. I don't want to hurt her. I don't want her to think I'm against her and all this whole conscious bull. And then they be the same kids. Oh, how did she go awry? How did he do this? How did he do that? Because you was baby stepping and bullshitting that motherfucker. That's why. No. And I'm all about loving on your kids and being whatever, but we gotta keep it real. This be their demise. This how they get into the streets. My mom don't care. All she do is work and suck dick every night. My dad, all he do is know how to get sections at clubs, but he don't know how to come here. He just buys sneakers and gets sections and trick on bitches. This is what they say. They're not stupid. When they get to a certain age, they know how you carry it too. It's a real job. It's real. I don't care who don't want to hear it. We got to be real with how we perceive ourselves when it comes to these kids because we are losing them day by day. We're not showing up. And this don't have nothing to do with money. To my fellas, you might not have all the money in the world. This don't have nothing to do with money. This don't have nothing to do with, well, I can't pull up with them new Jordans that he want. I get it. It's about instilling structure into your kid's life and letting them know that there's a disappointment factor that comes with anything you do. And if your child, it's always gonna be bad seeds that you just can't get through. I believe in that too. But most kids you can get through. Your average child has moral values to them. They're not just bad seeds. That's a rarity. But my biggest gripe is the whole work because that's what people use and they think is noble. I have to work, so I can't be there. So when they rip and run and go outside and choke guns and be on this block and that block, there's nothing on me. It is something on you. Put the fear of God in that motherfucker. I'm not telling nobody to hit their kids. It should be understood for men and women to listen. We're not doing that. You're not coming up in here. Listen. I better not get no phone call, especially stuff like that. Stuff that happened in school, it happens. High school is hard. There's all types of personalities. It's hard. But I'm talking about the things like he was outside with he had a Tech 9 and he had a 40 cal and all this crazy stuff that these kids. How is that allowed in your house? How is that allowed under your roof? I had no idea he took guns. TikTok page is full of pictures with guns. You're in your house. How? How is it? I don't get it, y'all. Maybe I'm weird. It ain't happening. It's impossible. I'd rather ship your ass off somewhere because you need professional help where I can't deal with you than just let it just happen under my watch. Ship your ass off to boarding school. ship your ass off to fucking wherever. Because you obviously are a certain case that I can't handle, or whatever the case may be. But you're not doing that up in here. Parents ain't doing that. They want to be homies with their daughters. They want to be their best. How you want to be your daughter's bestie or your daughter's? Because you see you and her, and I get it. It's a thing. That's your protege. It's what it is. But come on, come on, your offspring. No, I'm instilling sound instruction. I'm instilling structure to your life. There's gonna be times when we joke around. That's being a parent. And hey, you wanna all right, that's regular shit. But when that's all you bring, that's what I'm talking about. All you bring is a bunch of laughs and a bunch of bullshit and sweeping shit under the rug and no accountability. They look at you like a fucking joke. And that's how it turned into all the other stuff. It does. Um, yeah, it's real. Like, my pop said his big brothers made him box and talk wrong. Even if you talk wrong to your moms, yeah, that respect is real, man. Fuck that. It's about respect. What is we doing here? Like I feel bad to even have to say all this because it's like parents ain't parents no more. They not. I thought I came up rough, you know. Shit, me and my siblings, we got in trouble for real, if you know what I mean. Wasn't no I'm taking your phone because we ain't had no phones. It wasn't no stay in your room because we had to share rooms. It wasn't no turn the TV off. For some of the years, we didn't have a TV in our room. It wasn't all these luxuries. And then it was you getting your ass whipped. And I'm not saying parents should beat on their kids. This all happens without abuse. What I'm saying is let them know, like, I'm the parent, you the child. This is how it goes. There's no compromise with us. There's no talking. There's nothing to talk about. You do what I tell you to do. If you leave my house, we got a problem. If I find out you got guns to the sons, if I find out you carrying weapons or you doing this on social media, we have a big problem. If I find out you doing drugs or drinking, we have a problem. These things need to be enforced. But everybody want to be so cool or not looked at as an unk or looked at as corny. How you scared to look corny as your child? How can your child? How can anybody look at you corny for real, for real? But how could you be like feel the way of my kid gonna look at me like I'm corny if I talk to them like that? Why is that a thing? Who is what is this? What like I'm trying to figure out the saving grace here. I want my kids to look at me as I'm corny. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. Who am I impressing? That's how you know it's bad. Because not only adults trying to impress other adults, they don't want to be looked down at their kids too. The motherfucker you made. What am I missing? Drake said too much disrespect is being shown. There is no respect and, and gratitude shown in these times. Listen, there isn't. Nobody have respect for nothing. And it's like, come on, bro. Come on, man. What is we doing here for real? It's a bad joke. And I don't mean to bring the morale down on this video. Y'all know I go on my little tangents and my little rants. And it's just something that hit home with me only because I have two teenage kids. And my kids ain't perfect at all. But they not on that. And it seems like this the norm to be on that. I know parents that I'm gonna go deep here. I know parents that look at other kids as weird if they not on that. That is a fucking problem. Not just for kids to look at them like they weird. That's one thing. There's parents that look at their besties. If your kids ain't like my badass piece of shit, they're weird. That's a thing. That's a thing. What's up with your daughter? Why is she not? What's up with your son? Why he not? It starts at home. It starts with the parents. Not even the parents being perfect. It starts by the parents and instilling in their kid that this ain't how we doing. It ain't hard to do. It starts from a young age. You got to get their ass early, but it ain't hard to do to have your kids on the program to like, all right, I know y'all gonna do shit. I don't want y'all to do shit, but I know it comes with it. But it ain't gonna be nothing no crazy shit. You're not gonna be out here robbing poppy stores. You're not gonna be out here sucking dick on random blocks. You're not gonna be toting no gun. You're not gonna be the things that we hear about that's so normal now shouldn't be. Now the other stuff, getting in trouble in school, came in the house late from an after school. The little shit, it's like it's part of growing up. You still gonna get chastised for it, but it's part of it. I can't condemn you for being 20 minutes late. You should have been in here 25 minutes ago, but you whatever. I can't do that. But all the craziness that we seem so normal. It was only a gun. It was a come on now. It was a 32. It wasn't like it was a assault rifle. He had a little small joint. That's cool for a 15-year-old. Ain't no gun cool for a 15-year-old. It's for his protection. Are you serious? People say that too. I don't blame him for having the gun. It's for his protection. We talking about a 15-year-old? It's wild. Magic Johnson in the building. What's the deal, bro? Why all y'all Philly dudes got passion? It's a thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think it's something in the Schuylkill River. There's something in the water, bro. I like that though. You brought some humor. We was on the touchy subject. That's a good segue to get out of that touchy subject. I'm all for that, y'all. But yeah, we got like the if you see I mean my joke connect now. I know shit now. Hold on now. It get patchier than this. You know what I mean? But I know what you mean, bro. Yeah. It's a Philly thing. I really do. I said that in a playful way, but I really do think it's something in the water. Because when you go to other places, they either got no beer or it ain't patchy. Or it ain't like mine, I wouldn't consider mine patchy. I just got light spots. But then you'll see like it'll be hair here, hair there, hair there. They don't connect at all, but it's there. It's a Philly thing, bro. I don't know what it is. But thanks for that segue out of that touchy subject. I just had to rant, y'all, because I love kids and I just don't like where we headed with the youth, man. But on to other stuff, y'all. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, you like? Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing, man. Mm, world is cooked, bro. The Sims promote the OnlyFans crap. Uh, my bad. I can't see the OnlyFans is a rap. I thought you said crap. Yeah. You know what, y'all? I never got OnlyFans, and I know sometimes when I say stuff, y'all probably be like, "This bull trying to make himself so different." I really don't be trying or trying to be funny or trying to make myself on nothing. I never got OnlyFans. People try to explain it. Oh, it's more personable and there's more of this. PORN. If you really like into that type of stuff, there's free PORN, right? There's nothing wrong with being into that if when you whatever floats your boat. But like subscribing to some chick and calling her queen for being a whore, like yo, that's the part. Like I just don't respect this taste for women. It's cool with looking at them and like lusting in the way, but guys be taking it overboard, like my man just said, Sips be promoting OnlyFans and promoting these Instagram baddies and calling them queens and giving them that battery in their back to keep doing crazy shit. It's like, don't get me wrong, a whore is gonna be a whore and let them salt trail whatever they in. I'm not trying to change whores. Like some people get my premise wrong where they like he trying to like make whores unwhore. No, keep being whores. Don't want respect. Don't want respect. Just be a whore and suck all the dicks. Don't. I'm not going to call you queen or respect you or trying to date you. That's what I'm saying. That's my biggest stance on the 304 community. I'm not trying to change 304s. They bring us pleasure. They bring us easy pleasure. I'm talking about your average 304 also want respect. I don't know if y'all noticed. Maybe y'all been hitting under a rock. Your average slut still wants you to treat her like a lady. Where that came from? I'm not treating you like no fucking lady. I'm treating you like the garbage you is. That's all. I might be think of it on a different wavelength as y'all, but I'm keeping it a buck. I feel as though sluts should get respect. They should be treated like people. I'm not saying they should be treated like, like they're not human people. I'm talking about like where they come off in this entitlement and respect. You you flaunt your body for attention and money. I look at you as a tool. I look at you as a tool that bring men pleasure. That's all I look at you as. I don't look at you as, yeah, me and my sis, me and homegirl. I wouldn't dare talk about a 304 like that. You're not my homegirl. You some random smut joint. Like, I mean, man, I don't know. Like, why guys can't treat women like that? Like, you just a fucking tool. You bring pleasure to men, to many men. That's it. And it's fine. You have a right to live. You have a right to be in this country. You have a right to be on this earth. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is I don't have to respect you. You are the lowest of the low when it comes to the female gender. And that's how all men should look at it. Instead of calling them queens and grand rising and yes, my dear, and what you doing? Do you got lunch money? I might need to cash app you. And mind you, that's simps that's saying that. That's to the highest extreme. But even the regular guys that's not simps, that's just promoting this propaganda and putting it up on the pedestal like horn is it should be admired. No, we like horrors because it's easy for us to get pleasure. That's it. That's the only thing that any man should like a whore for. It shouldn't be you about your yo. I heard a guy say, at least she about her business when talking about a whore. When talking about a 304. He was like, at least she know how to get to $1. I'm like, nigga, you is a fucking simp, man. And like, no. Like, that ain't nothing that should be said. She about her business though, bro. You can't knock her hustle. And like try to make it sound cool. Put his hands up in the air like this. Like this made it cool when he did this. No, fuck out of here. No, but I'm just saying, like, hustle was a hustle, bro. And all that. No, fuck out of here. There ain't no hustle. She just being a slut. There's not. It's what I'm saying, y'all. Nobody can ever convince me that to deter from my stance on that. Nobody. I don't respect sluts in the least. I don't. I just can't. I don't. And here's the thing: fuck sluts. All right, let's move off of sluts real quick. I don't. I don't respect bad behaving women in the least. Because some of these women ain't whores. Like we gotta keep it up. We use 304. We use it kind of loosely. All like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of whore activity going on out here in 2026. Don't get that fucked up. But what I'm saying is, all these women ain't straight 304s. Some of them is just bad behaving women. I don't fuck with them either. I don't condone that shit. I don't crucify them. But if they try to come in my world or they present themselves to me in such a way, you gonna hear it. It ain't gonna be, yeah, all right, well, you look good in them tights, so I'm gonna just escape to it. No, I'm be like, all right, well, like what, like, huh? Or women that like think they can be mean girls and still like people be like, yes, ma'am, and all that. I don't say that shit to them. I instantly be like on some regular shit with them. I instantly be on some regular shit with bitches like that. When they show me they a mean girl, I instantly be like, oh, all right, yo, give me that joint real quick. Like if I'm at a place, like a business, I'm like, yeah, ain't no thank you, ain't no none of that. Like, oh, I could be stuck up because I got long eyelashes and I got baby hair down to my eyebrows. Bitch, that don't give you a license to act like this. First of all, you're not even cute. And even if you was, because that sounded like if you was cute, you could do it. That's why I don't like saying that. But it's like you're not all that. Like, what is you doing? What is we doing here? But some guys fold to that because it's like, man, that body, like that's what I'm against, fellas. I'm against guys that trick and pedestalize women because she's so saucy and spicy and all that. That's not spicy. That's being rude, bro. It's called rudeness. Like she's edgy and all that, trying to make these decent words up. She's just a little edgy. No, women should be pleasant. Women should be polite, especially in the social setting. Women should be polite and kind. They shouldn't be nasty in front of their face up at everybody. Now, I get that women are a certain way, and that always been a certain way. There's things that we just won't understand about women. But for women to be showing, put like this, presenting to you a way, she should be on her best behavior. I really believe in that. Otherwise, it's a slap in your face. I mean, nigga, I don't respect you either. Because I'm showing you what type of nasty bitch I am. So I don't hold you. So it's like it's kind of a slap into whatever man is in her presence. It's a slap in his face too. Oh, you showing me you a nasty belligerent bitch. Damn, I must not mean shit to you. Okay, now it's my time to treat you. Now I can treat you exactly how you acting. But men don't do that. They say that's women, and women are fighters, and women are catty. You just got to go with it. Or they'll try to make you feel small and say you're not a real man if you can't deal with a. That's a strong woman. She's just strong. Yeah, she's strong, all right. She's strong, and I see what type of women you go for. Because there ain't no woman ever going to be on no. I mean, they'll do it, but I'm never going to take them serious or hold them up. Like you can be as belligerent as you want. Just know you are already cool. Your laws. That's how more men gotta look at it. But so many men sit there like schoolgirls and be like, I just want her to be with me and pick me and let me give me the opportunity to take you out. What? Come on, bro. Come on, man. It's like men are scared to shame. At this point, what it is, y'all, what I'm getting at is some men are scared to shame bad behavior because they don't want to be looked at as I mean, whoa, not simps, my bad. The total opposite from that. They don't want to be looked at as sassy. They don't want to be labeled, he a guy that actually voices opinion. He actually is against the nasty shit we do. He's sassy. They don't want to be put in that because they feel as though it's going to be hard to get laid. I don't give a fuck. I get laid how I get laid. But I'm damn sure I'm not going to condone this shit that I see on the regular. I don't give a fuck about none of that. When you a guy that say, oh, you gonna get laid off of merit. You're gonna get laid off of merit. Like it's going to happen. So I'm not worried about oh I can't get laid like or women ain't going to find me attractive because I talk in such a way. Who gives a fuck? You dodged a bullet, and more men should look at it like that. Like I dodged bullets by being my righteous self. I don't have them type of women, them entitled women in my life because I was sassy. I was sassy. Like I mean, like whatever the case may be, I don't care about that sassy shit because I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, so I'm sassy. More men need to use their logic and be like, wait, what's this sassy stuff? What's this incel stuff? Oh, it's a made up shit that women use to deflect from what's really going on. That's the definition of it. Now, don't get me wrong, the word sassy, the definition is something else, but I'm just saying that's the modern definition of, oh, he a sassy guy. Oh, he too much. He's not stoic enough. He's not this enough. Women use that as a deflection mechanism for men to be like, I don't want to be labeled that. I want to be labeled that prime guy that don't care that women are pieces of shit. I don't care. I'm just here for the pussy or whatever. They want men to be that. I'm just here for a time and all that. No, I'm not being around you if you want some shit. I'll be around you in a hotel room where you we're away from society and knock your brains off and then become a memory. I keep it a buck because I'm all man. I'll fuck the shit out of you and then send you on your way and never see you again. But I'm not being anywhere with you and you like this. I'm not. And if more men did that, it would be slowly but surely a better society. I really believe in that. But it's too many men that cape to it. They'd be like, nah, women is gonna be women. How, bro? How you this age? Like you must be 17. Ain't no way you 39 years old talking like that. There's no way you 39 years old talking about women will be women. What era is you from? Where women is walking around acting like that, and it's like women will be women. You know how it is nowadays. They try to sound cool. Well, nowadays, women just do them. They just free. Nonsensical women are supposed to. I accept it from women. When women say women are free and women just doing them, it sounds stupid and retarded. But it's a woman saying it. So what can I expect? When men say it, I'll be like, all right, somebody, I must be on pump. Where the like, wait a minute, how you talking like this? No, I'm just saying, like, I ain't on no feminist shit, but I'm just on some, like, women will do them and all that. I'm like, you was a fucking nut. You was a nut. Like, no, fuck out of here, bro. Unless you like 17 or something and you grew up under this shit, and even for 17-year-old young men, because I'm trying to save them too. They the main ones I'm trying to save if we keep it real. That's where the awareness go. But I get that most of my viewers is closer to my age. That's fine. But if we being real, unless you like a young boy that just don't know and been hypnotized by this matriarchy life that we live in, how was you 30 something years old saying women will be women? Where was you hiding that in 2002? Where was you hiding, bro? Like you couldn't have been like, where was you at in 2007? Where was you at in 1999? Where was you at? No, it got this way for a reason. It's like the shit is. I ain't gonna go there because I don't want to get political, but y'all know what I'm talking about, pretty much. Like this shit is made. It was formed like this, and obviously social media is the biggest culprit. But it's like this because of all this extra stuff. Like, but I can't. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I gotta be somewhat more censored because, as y'all can see, YouTube has already put me in a dark corner. So I can't say all that, but it's this bullshit going on in society. They want to make stuff normal to make it seem like it's cool. It's not normal to for things to be this way, and not just with women. Like that's crazy for me to. But I'm just saying, a lot of things that goes on in everyday life that we just be like it's the times. That's everybody's favorite thing. Well, nowadays that's no. No, and I get things change, things evolve and progress. This ain't evolving and progressing. This is regressing. Something ain't right. This ain't like growth. This is not growing. No, like people try to use that too. But when times change, people change. No, it ain't that. It ain't that ideal. It's some other shit, some way beyond our control that is happening and people need to be called on the carpet. Awareness needs to be spread. Our young men shouldn't be saying, like, I'm saying this to somebody very close to me recently. I tell my son, listen, not saying don't get a girl, and I'm not saying don't love on women or treat young women right. But I don't tell my son, yeah, find me that girl. What's the odds of a 17-year-old boy finding a good, a nice, intelligent, very um like stable. I Because I can't even say that because at 17 you're not like formed yet. But you know what I mean. What you think these up and coming young girls that see their moms talk crazy? What you think they raising? These listen. Your average 15-year-old is not cooked, but she's going to be cooked. Your average 15-year-old girl that's going to grow up to be a 23-year-old slut, they cooked. I gotta keep it a buck, and I got a daughter, so I'm not just being talking out of side. I have a 18-year-old daughter, but we gotta keep it real. Like these young girls is cooked. They looking up to women They moms is fucking ratchet and crazy. What you think they gonna be like? What do we think like right now? They favorite artist is Sexy Red. Cardi B is like a god to them. What do you think a 17-year-old girl is going to be? They, they they don't have no dads in the household. Partly the man's fault and partly the mom's fault. It worked both ways. I ain't just blaming women for men not being in the house. It's both. But you know what I mean? They don't have no stability. They don't have nobody guiding them. They see their mom be like this Instagram girl. And like this is what they're gonna grow up to be. They're gonna grow up to I'm sorry to say, this is gonna sound cynical because I'm talking about children here, but your average 15-year-old that's coming up is gonna grow up to be a slut. It I don't care. I don't care how it sounds. Nope. Your average 17-year-old right now is going to, if she's not a slut already, she's going to be a slut. Because like they moms is teaching them get the money and all that, and it ain't tricking if you got it, and everything got a price on it. I see moms tell their daughters that. That's bullshit. I'm telling y'all what they say. And they can sit there and deny it. They can say, I tell my daughter about books. No, the fuck you don't. Nothing about you screams book or learning. Miss me with that shit. You is telling your daughter, whether you telling her verbally or telling her with your actions, that it ain't tricking if you got it. And men is used for money and get the best man. Now when young women should get the best man, but you know what I mean, get the best money, man, monetary wise. Do this, do that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It ain't just me. These little girls is cooked. So this is why I tell my son, don't be coming at me talking about I found one and she my girl and all that. You ain't got no fucking girl till you become grown enough and wise enough to know what the fuck is out here. Don't come at me at 18, 19 talking about she the love of my life. I tell my son that. I don't tell him to mistreat women. I don't tell him how to be a pimp and none of that. But I do tell him, don't ever come, don't talk about these girls ain't, you ain't gonna, the girl you like your homie. The girl that you like your op. Not mean an op like that, because my son ain't into that, but y'all know what I mean. Your average girl that you meet and like is going to like other people. Period. Don't think these girls are sweet. They not. They not. They growing up in a fucking yo. Think about when Sexy Red is their favorite artist. That's they like. I'm being fully like that's what they like. So what you think they saying to they is over sexual. Is overstimulated. It's pick and choose. Have a roster. Live life. Another thing that women like to push out here is living life. Now, here's the thing, because I was talking about this too with somebody. We can say that, but to a certain extent, all that some of these girls got tied down too young and all that. That's a thing. That's a thing. But hear me out. It's kind of teaching. It's kind of like saying horror, because here's the thing. Like, what else is there? Ain't nobody dating without having sex. So miss me with the just date and find out who you is. You mean fuck and find out who you is? Because when women say young women should open their options, I get it on the landscape of don't get pushed into nothing too early where you don't know who you is. I get that. But some of these women like to say stuff and they be sounding it's like whore. It's like giving whore. Because what else? What else is you doing if you meeting men, you having sex with them? I don't care all that. Some women just date and don't. No. If you a 20-year-old woman trying to find yourself, you're meeting men, going on dates, and not all, but majority of them you having sex with. So when women say women need to find themselves at a young age and live life and all that, they should leave dating out of it. They shouldn't say nothing about men. They should say, um, know who you are, find out what type of career you want. Even travel to a certain extent, even though we know traveling women are, most travel women are sluts too. But something else. But when they say you should date other people and find out what you like and all that, it's giving horror vibes. Because here's the thing, the more you date, the more chances for sex. It just happened. And there's no promiscuous men. Men can't be promiscuous. Only women can. Women have the keys to sex. Men don't have the keys to relationships. It's just a fact. Men hold the keys to relationships. Women hold the keys to sex. So Miss me with the women should live a little bit before they get tied down. Yes, that is true to a certain extent, but it shouldn't have nothing to do with men. It shouldn't have nothing to do with dating. It should have something to do with learning who they are, learning what they like, knowing their shortcomings, knowing their strengths. Women try to say women should date in their early 20s, a bunch of men. And then it's kind of like what most women do. They slut it out in their 20s and 30s. And then all of a sudden, I'm ready for a husband now. Women be playing themselves when they talk like that because it gives like horror. Like I said, I saw that on the joint, and I was talking to somebody about that, and they pretty much agreed with me. That's horror shit. Like no, just live life. That way, you're not tied down to a guy at such a young age where you're not exploring life as life and your career or whatever, all that. I somewhat can agree with that if I'm being fair. But to sit there and talk about you should date all these people so you know what you like, so that means fuck a lot of people. That means get tread on your tires. That's pretty much what we talk about. That's a retirement plan. That's having that retirement plan. Like that's what that is. So it's like people, women just don't know. Women don't know how to use their value. It's like when you're in your prime, you should find that guy. Because nine times out of 10, y'all gonna last long because he's meeting you in your prime. You're not used and abused. You don't have a whole lot of experience. Men usually stick around women like that. But when men get with these crypt keeper, like these fucking skeleton type women that got so many bodies, it don't last because he like, I'm just dealing with this chick. Any little thing can make it go left because he probably on the edge. He's probably on the edge. I gotta keep it a buck. Where we at with it though? I ran it enough. Sorry, y'all. Hold up. Yeah, it's shot o'clock. I had to take one real quick because I felt as though I was talking too much. Where we at with the comments, y'all? I had to hit that shot. I just need some water now. Josh, what's the deal, bro? Where we at? Where we at? How y'all live? How y'all feel? How y'all feel? I know one thing we going on 3 hours. That's a good sign. I'm seeing y'all comments. The reason why I'm not like really it's pretty much like people agreeing or saying yeah, bro. So I just want to get to anything of significance. You know, Dre, I believe in that too, uh where it's just a lot of casual sex going on. It's the hookup culture, you know. There are some relationships that have some depth and some meaning. I know for sure, you know, so I'm not saying that, but for the most part, your average relationship is just fucking. It's fucking and some friendly like talk and sorry about that. That light. It's it's like hook up. It's like friends with benefits. Most of these relationships, because Women and men have this butt of the heads going on for whatever reason. We know the reasons, but it's wild. That's why I was saying, like, your average modern relationship is not a good one. It's just two people that's just whatever. Oh, y'all see the bottle? Oh, y'all talking about the bottle. I saw the shot o'clock comment. I didn't know it was more. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta listen. Shit, fuck that. I needed something that was going to distract me from shutting the fuck up. Y'all know I run my mouth sometimes too much, and I know a lot of times y'all be like, "This big lip motherfucker need to get to the comment section." Now, I'm sick of this 4-eyed bastard talking. I'm very self deprecating, y'all. Sometimes I ain't always Mr. Serious. This big lip motherfucker need to get to the comment. He really running his mouth. Like, come on now. I know he needs some water or something. Keep talking. I get it, y'all. I get it. So that was my way of shutting the fuck up. uh, yeah, this bifocal having motherfucker. This blind bastard need to stop. Now, we heard you. We heard whores ain't shit. We heard you already. Now read my message. Shit. Read my goddamn message. Where we at? What's you gonna get a podcast? Oh yeah, I would love to invite, bro. I'll be a special guest or shit. Have you? Hell yeah. Yeah, I definitely do it, man. A lot of people, I've been getting that a lot in the emails and on the comment section. Like, would you do a debate? Like, even like friendly, like, wasn't nobody like coming at me. They just saying like, would you debate me, men and women, saying that, and I would do it. I have no gripes. The same way I am on this screen is the same way I am a person. Um, I hold my thoughts near and dear, and I stand on it. So I love it. I actually love a nice debate. With a reason. I don't try to get too nasty. But yeah, I would love to get on the like podcast joint debate, like different topics. Hell yeah, I'm all about that. Cream by Wu Tang, soundtrack to life. No, no Earth and Jerk is actually is I don't forgot what I was drinking. Bourbon, bro. I like brandy though. I like E&J. What you know about the Earth and Jerk? Well, no, don't get it fucked up. E&J holds a special. Anybody that know me and E&J go way back. But as you get older, not saying I don't drink it no more, but as you get older, certain things you can't indulge in on the regular as much. And E&J is one of those for me, just because of the sugar that it contains. And all liquor got some sugar in it, but that got like a little too much for me. So I'm trying to watch my sugar intake. Let's just say that. So, but it's bourbon, Kentucky bourbon. All I drink is brown liquor. Since we on the topic, anybody that's new in here, can y'all hit the like button? I swear to God, it's free. I would not tell y'all a lie. I would not lie to y'all. It is absolutely for the price of on the house. So if y'all can hit that button for me, it would greatly be appreciated. Uh, where we at? Trying to get back to the most recent. Hell yeah, I remember St. Oz. Oh yeah, St. Oz was a thing. St. Oz was like a cultural phenomenon for some years. But we talking When St. Ives had his run, we talking the 90s. It wasn't even the 2000s. Then again, it might have been a little bit the 2000s, but really the late 90s. St. Ives had a nice little run. I was always an old English person in my young years. I don't drink that shit no more. Can't do it. But OE, yeah, OE was good. Obviously, Code 45. Oh, yeah, I like beer too, y'all. Your boy like beer. I do the beer or whatever. Um, Shit, I miss 40 ounces. Remember 40 ounces was a thing? I mean, I think they still got 40 ounces, but it's not as prevalent as it was. You know, I say my early 20s, late teens, allegedly, because it's illegal to drink before 21, y'all. But yeah, 40 ounces was still a thing back then. Now it's like 6 pack, 4 pack case only. Guys ain't really buying no 40s no more. Oh, you like tequila, Dre? I know somebody else that like tequila that's in this chat. Ain't nothing wrong with a little tequila. Henny. You know, me and Henny got a love hate relationship because I love the taste of Henny. But Henny, you got to really monitor your Henny intake. Let me tell y'all, like, from one drinker to another. And I ain't no alcoholic or nothing. But I'm talking about just a person that casually drinks. Henny, you gotta monitor it. Because if you don't, I don't care how strong your gut is or whatever, it gets to you. That Henny ain't no joke. Henny will make you go 12 rounds though. If you take it right, Henny will have you like when you with the ladies. Henny will have you put in some of your best A game. I don't know if that's a personal thing, but speaking to my fellas, without being too descriptive, y'all know. But Henny will give you one of your best, you know what I mean? Like, you be like, all right, yeah, I did my thing or whatever. When you do it right. Henny also can be your demise on the other way where you ain't putting in too much of no performance at all, if you know what I mean. Shit, your ass might be fucking passed out somewhere. But if you take it right, it will like have you on one of your better performances, I'ma say. I never heard of that whiskey. Do they sell that whiskey worldwide? Never heard of that one. Is that Buchanan's? You said Buchanan? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. I like whiskey. I do whiskey. I like whiskey, bourbon, brandy. Yeah, cognac, any cognac, whatever you know. But now Ian J was my baby for years. Like I don't care, and I know it's like a bottom shelf. Here I am, put myself on blast. Goes to show I don't give a damn about shit. But E&J, like that was my baby for years. But like I said, I gotta drink it once in a blue moon. I can't drink that on a regular because it's just not good for me. Not no more. You drinking a 40 right now? He said, "What you mean?" I like the way you worded that, Will. You know what, you motherfucker. I like the way you worded that shit. That's how I would have said it. What you mean? Shit, I'm drinking a 40 right now. I love that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right. I'm not saying that. That's why I said they still sell them now. I ain't saying like they off the shelves. But you know damn well what I meant. Like 40s ain't like a thing like it used to be. We all had a 40 back in the day. Now it's like every now and then you might be like, all right, fuck it, give me a 40 real quick. Fuck it. Shit. Like, man. But damn. William. All right. I gotta call you William for that one because you brought it. Just the way you worded it. Somebody would have just been like, I'm drinking the 40 right now. But he added on the what you mean? Like that's yeah, like that separates the I mean. Like it do. Hey, what you mean? Shit, what you talking? The hell you say? I got one in my hand right now. What you talking about, bro? Shit. And he be having me feel like I can't even see a goblin. Yeah, Henny, man, Henny could be a gift and a curse. Henny always been like that though. That hen doggy dog, like man, shit. Man, I got some stories, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't think I'm utilizing my channel as well because I could go deep. Like YouTube sent me a y'all know I'm totally transparent about anything that goes on the channel. I can make like I got the memberships, and some of y'all is members, and I salute y'all for that. I appreciate it. But I can make member only videos where I really get raw, and I need to start doing that. Cause certain stuff I gotta be PC. I gotta be somewhat. You know, I'm always gonna be me, but I gotta. One of the reasons which I do take accountability for, it ain't just them shadow banning me and saying, you know what, he being too real, or he pushing logic in a way we don't want out there. It ain't just YouTube and Google and the powers that be or whatever. It's also my mouth is a little foul and I can be a little, you know what I mean? So I do got dumbed down a little bit. The lives are different, but mainly my long form videos, my regular weekly videos that I put out, I can't keep saying certain shit. And I take full accountability for that. But if I do the member only videos, they give you a little more leeway because it's kind of like exclusive, where everybody not just seeing it. So I think I'm gonna do that. Start making so if you're not a member, not forcing nobody's hand. Y'all know I don't even play that role. But look forward to some members only video where I can, come 1,000% and get deep and get personal and get y'all because I got some stories for y'all that I can't put on here. Even before like they put me in the corner, I wouldn't put on here because it's like too personal. But if I make it like members only, I'm telling y'all, like some shit. And it's not what you think either. Like, and not even on no like freak shit. Just I'm telling y'all. Like some of the reasons I know, like some of the things I know, what I know, comes with them stories. Some of the shit I be talking about comes with them stories. I'm telling y'all. So look for that in the future. I'll give y'all a heads up though. Yeah, a lot tequila is like a known joint. People do that tequila. Ain't that right, unique? People like that tequila. And I'm not against tequila. I'm just more of a brown guy. I know they got reposada, which is brown, but I'm more in my green by pronounce. Oh, boo cannons. So boo cannons. Like kind of like not boo, but boo cannons. Okay. So I had it right the first time. Okay. Yeah, I gotta look for that. How long does it? How long does it take to reach 1,000 subs realistically for the average person? Bro, I ain't even gonna hold you. Everything changed now with YouTube. To me, I don't know. Maybe I started this in not that long ago, the end of 2024. It was like November or December of 2024, right? And I ain't gonna lie, full disclosure to some of y'all that don't know, hit the like button, y'all, while y'all in here, please. My channel was pretty much going to be a sports channel. It was going to be topics like this, but it was going to be sports, talking points, and I think food, like talking about food and stuff. I noticed that wasn't going to work. There's too many niches, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was I was like, all right, maybe I'll just make it. I'll dumb one down, and make it just sports and talking points. Leave the food out, put the food on another channel, or don't do food at all. That didn't work. Then I just started doing talking points somewhere around, I'm gonna say the spring of 2025, and it sticked. It stick. I'm like, damn, I had a lot of life experiences. Let me share some of my whatever wisdom or whatever one people want to call it. I call it wisdom though, and put it out there to the masses. Like I'm in it for all the right reasons. Not in it for money. It's a hobby to me. I like talking to y'all. I have built somewhat of a friendship with y'all, so it is what it is. I reached 1,000 subs in 7 months. It took me 7 months. But I had one video, y'all probably know which one it is, that took me over the top. And I went from that damn near 1,000 subs to like 6,000 subs. Just from, I ain't gonna say six, 5,000 subs from one video. And it took off. That was like in August of last year. July last year. I'm tripping. And then it kept going. I'm at 8K, right? Something like that. Eight, yeah. So it been slowing down lately, but what I would say is pick a niche and stick to it. That's the only thing. Don't play around because I get we are very like we got layers, so we think we could do. But when it comes to this YouTube game, you gotta stick to one thing. Now you can make another channel on that other thing, but don't try to put different shit because it's going to mess up your flow. It's going to mess up your the algorithm or whatever. But now I will say this since we on the topic, there's not a lot of money in this. The people that make good money is the people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I make enough to fill up my gas tank every month, or like it's pocket money, lunch money. To keep it a buck, I'm keeping it real. I had one okay check from YouTube, and that was from that video I'm talking about last summer, and that was for I'm gonna keep it real, 4 figures, where it's over $1,000 for the month. You really don't make no money off of YouTube. Now you could grow in it. I'm not trying to discourage you. If anything, I'm trying. I want. We need more. If you plan on doing a channel like this, we need more like you. So whatever the case may be, go for it. But I'm just saying, don't be in. The advice I would give to people that's trying to do this: don't be in it for the money at first. Be in it for the love. Be in it for the transparency. Be your. The biggest thing I can say is be yourself. People spot a fake a mile away because they watching your video. So if you one way this video, in the very next video, your cadence, your speech, your body language, your topic is way different. It seems like you try to be like somebody else, and nah. So that's my biggest step. Be patient. It's going to take a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot to it. I'm surprised I'm doing it, and I'm not even making no money. You know, but I do it for the love of it, for the hobby of it, and then why not? You know, if you can just change one person or reach one person, my job is gravy from there. That's how I look at it. I try to give understanding to people. Whether some people don't agree with it, and I don't expect everybody to agree with it. But definitely do it for that, and then it's gonna come natural to you. And you can be yourself. You don't have to like act like something. If y'all notice, I don't act extra tough. I don't act extra um, um, like I'm better than people. I don't make it seem like yo, I be getting hoes, which I get some hoes. Now what I'm not going to do is dumb down myself. It's like no, but I don't. You know how some guys come on here and they be like, yeah, because I had 4 hoes last night. Last night, motherfucker, you was beating your dick last night. Stop it. But y'all know what I mean. You just gotta be comfortable in your skin and not care. You have to have thick skin because them comment section and them emails they coming. I mean, I'm not trying to turn this into a YouTube tutorial, but I like to help. And it seemed like that commenter was dead ass serious about, realistically, it takes several months But y'all gotta remember, I'm doing this from the muscle. Y'all ain't heard about me on TikTok. Y'all never heard about me on Instagram. That's because I don't exist. I don't have it. Now, I do know if I had those things, my subs would probably be triple. But I'm not on them, so why switch it up? YouTube always been my baby. So I'm gonna keep it on YouTube no matter what the growth is, no matter what the reach is. This is what I do. I don't want to be on Instagram, even for the channel. Like people would be like, "Well, it ain't your personal life. Just put your videos up there." I'm like, no, I'm just not with all that. I don't want. I ain't looking to get famous off of this shit. I'm a regular bull. I'm a regular guy that just happened to see some things and don't mind speaking those things. You know. Other than that, I'm just like the rest of y'all. I ain't shit special about me. Ain't shit slow about me either. But y'all know what I mean. I'm just a boy here that's talking shit. Let's put it like that. But where we at with it, y'all? My bad. I know we at like the 3 hour mark. That's wow. We made it to 3 hours. All right. Yeah, that's real shit. Yeah. Yeah, right. Gas high as hell. That's why I'm like, yeah, a little something. It ain't life changing. I ain't no like y'all see my views and shit been going down. So it's even less than what it once was. It's less than what it once was, but I'm cool with it. I take it. Dre, you out? Yeah, I noticed a lot of people is dropping off. Is that hour? I'm gonna be ending this one soon. I appreciate y'all. Just was in here. Wanted to rap to y'all. Might have another live comment in the near future, real soon. Real soon. I'll let y'all know. No video for tomorrow. Sorry about that. No video for Monday. Um, but we will have some videos coming later on the week. Yeah, much love, bro. I appreciate you, man. Yup, stay up. I appreciate it. We in here vibing, man. Thanks, bro. Real shit. You don't understand. It like words like that is what keep me going, man. So I really appreciate it. I do. But yeah, with that being said, y'all, we gonna get to the nitty gritty and end this live pretty soon. We at the 3 hour mark. I appreciate y'all for being in here. Unique, obviously. Um, my man Will, Dre was in here. Rich was in here from the start. My day one. La Pops was in here. Sir Anthony, J Nettie came back to vibe with us. Was who that? 202. What's up, bro? Big Unk was in here. Hazel, I appreciate your contributions. Patrick, obviously. Um, can't read that name. I'm sorry. Blaze was up in here chopping it up. Supernatural was up in here. Uncle Jukebox was here. Josh was up in this joint. Magic Johnson. My man G. Man, we had a cast of them. Derek came through and showed love. We are going to end this live. Please hit that like button on your way out if you already have it. Um, uh, he said, I listened to you before when I was on the eggs. No lie. Keep making these vids, bro. No, most definitely. I ain't stopping. It ain't stopping. I can tell you that, I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear it, bro. I really am. Um, Dante, what's the deal? My man Dante Martin stepped in. Um, you late? All right, check out the replay, bro. Just check out the replay. That's all. You can comment on that. I check all the comments, so I will respond. Yep, that playback is definitely gonna be up and going. Oh, keep it a buck. I know I be sounding a little repetitive sometimes. It comes with it, bro. All right, well, I'll catch you, bro. We're gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all. I know I said that a million times. Maybe go might be going live tomorrow. I have no video for tomorrow. So maybe I might try to go live tomorrow. I do got work, so it'll be after work. We'll see. With that being said, until next time, I see y'all on the next one. I'm out. One love. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. All that good stuff. I'm out.